the Pullze Check podcast. Today, we got a crazy one. I know I say that every time, but fuck it. Yo, as always, man, my boy JGOD with us, man. My boy Ebatez, which we'll get into him right now. And my boy JoeWo here today. Boys, I know JGOD and Joe, you guys are always in here. You know, you guys are like my day ones, right? My boy Ebatez, chat. For those of y'all on YouTube or anywhere on Twitch that don't know who Ebatez is, Ebatez, you have the floor, bro. Introduce yourself. Let them know everything. Ebatez, this is your time to fucking shine, bro. Flex yourself. What's up, man? Let them know who you are.
What's up, guys? I'm Ebatez. If you guys don't know me, I've been playing Warzone for a few years now, competing, qualified for World Series of Warzone, so that's kind of probably why I'm here, to kind of get my input. I live in California. Not much other than that. I'm just, Warzone competitor. And just
hi, Ebatez.
Hey, Joe. Hey, man.
Oh, shit. Look, boy. So, look, let's talk to them about what's the kind of itinerary for today, boys. We haven't had a podcast since last week, obviously. There was a lot of shit that went down. There's drama. There's the new updates. There's so much shit to talk about, man. And then there's obviously all 50 teams finally. We finalized who's going to be competing, right? Yep. Boys, just general thoughts on the last week. And I guess we can just kind of go one by one. How do y'all think the week kind of went? JGOD, talk to me. How'd you think the week's been?
I think it's been pretty good overall. I think both weeks back to back with the quals in stage 2 and going into the last chance qualifier, I thought the format was okay. Like, obviously you'd want maybe the top 5 to get in and no like winner take all solo YOLO style thing. But overall, I think it was entertaining. I think we were able to see a lot of people that we expected come through and have an opportunity to prove themselves and land, and other people that barely missed the cut or were completely far off. So yeah. And that led to a lot of trash talk, which I think is going to be interesting. And then on top of that, we're getting next season might change the meta. Maybe we get the signal nerfed, or maybe rebalanced, or blocked from ranked. So Joe, he struggles it. No, I'm just like,
oh shit, no. He's on his ass.
Not my signal.
Yo,
yeah. So it's good.
Good, man. Ebatez, talk to you. What you think the last week? There's been a lot going on. Tell me, man, how you been feeling over the last week? Obviously, you weren't competing this last week, right? So you were kind of sitting off to the sides because you had already qualified. But talk to me, man.
Dude, so honestly, I was super impressed. Like, from stage 1 to like all the way to LCQs, I was super impressed with like the format and everything. So super happy with how that all went. Like, I think Call of Duty killed it. Obviously, a couple of improvements that like I feel like some people maybe from like stage 1, like if you won stage 1 and like you didn't qualify stage 2, like that was kind of weird. So I feel like people that did well in stage 1 should have been rewarded maybe with a qualification spot. I don't know, but like I said, overall pretty good. LCQs were super exciting. I actually I liked the game 6 thing where, if you won the game, like you qualified. I feel like at first I was like, I didn't like it, I wasn't a fan, but then I feel like if your team is at that point where you went through stage 1, stage 2, LCQs, and you didn't qualify after 5 games, like you kind of like didn't really deserve to be there. So I actually really enjoyed that part of just like winning one game. It kind of just made more exciting. I feel like it added to the hype. So honestly, dude, like through and through, like World Series has been like pretty good so far, and hopefully lands even better.
I agree. I agree, man. We'll get into that, what he just said right now. I love what he just said about if you were there, you probably didn't deserve to be there, in the sense like that game 5 game is like winner take all. I like it. Joe, talk to me, man.
Vibing, man. We got a brand new season coming up this week. We had the freaking LCQ, which I feel like overall went pretty smooth. Obviously, there was some drama with the EU, with like game 4, some lag. There's some crazy stuff going on. Kind of crazy that, I mean, we obviously later we can talk about it, but a lot of the teams that were complaining about the lag obviously are coming back for game 6, trying to get their qual spot later, where they were like, we're rebelling, like everybody's rebelling, like we're not playing. Then they're like game 6, like wait, one more game, then we'll rebel. Like, but I mean, overall though, I feel like it was smooth. Obviously, it's great that our team, a lot of teams already qualified, so we're straight chilling, watch party, and kicking it, and yeah, can't complain.
Yeah, look, so, I mean, the last week has been literally action-packed. I feel like I have not slept. It's been insane, at least on this end, with all the watch parties, making sure everything's going good. So much notes that I've been taking of everything going down, all the teams. It's been insane. But before we get into that and we get into like the World Series and all the 50 teams that qualified and all that stuff, let's kind of get into the roadmap for next week. We have a huge update. There was an update that went live, what, boys, was that Monday? And that
Something
was
like that, yes.
It pretty much nerfed like what did it nerf? Like almost all. Like
It nerfed the Cronin, and nerfed the X13, and nerfed the dual akimbo pistols or whatever.
Tank shots, holy.
So it nerfed some of that. It reworked like the Lockman and a couple other guns, and then it buffed the Razorback. I don't see anyone using it yet, but it did buff it to like where it's pretty good. At least it should be viable, like a really good option now.
Yeah.
But could still be a content gun.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of different things that they added and slash not added, but that they nerfed it and buffed. But let's talk about the things that are new, boys. So I'll bring up real quick the what's it called, the roadmap. We don't have a blog, right? We didn't get no blog, sadly. No, right?
So, no.
It did. There was a blog. It was included in the blog.
Okay. So this, guys, let's kind of go over one by one of what this kind of entails and what are the new things. What are, first and foremost, let's talk about gameplay features. The first 3 tabs, bike. Do y'all think that's even going to be viable? I don't think that, at least in the World Series of Warzone.
It depends on the controls, because in Warzone 1, the bike was kind of whack on controls.
Yeah. In my opinion, nobody's using that shit in ranked. At least, or even in the World Series. Like, I don't think it would, unless last resort, because you're getting fucking beamed off that. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. So, the wrap, is this just another vehicle that's OP as fuck, or is this the one that
That's
they
what it looks
used?
like to me.
It looks like, but
That's
who knows?
right.
Maybe it has terrible
a tanked armor vehicle.
mobility.
Like, here we go.
Well, it's not the Vondel one. The Vondel's
It's
like
not.
a hovercraft.
Oh,
No.
is this not? Oh,
This
shit.
it looks like only ground. It's not like a boat.
I feel
Yeah,
like
the
that
other
looks
one
like
was like a
boat.
hovercraft.
Water boat, yeah, thingy.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, it's different.
This is going to be incredibly fucking overpowered.
Yeah, I can already
Thoughts?
tell.
Thoughts on that? I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe they won't have it in ranked, but in pubs they'll probably have it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can
Okay.
see
And
that.
you'll probably have to use the special fuel, like the heavy chopper or whatever.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be
that's
sick.
true. That's true.
That would be sick.
If this is anything, because right now, like what are those called? The buff cars, armored
The
trucks.
LTVs?
Yeah. Those are like incredibly OP end game right now when going into like competitive and shit. So I don't know. I hope that's not in ranked. That looks even crazier than the LTVs. So yeah, I don't know. Look at the Champions Quest, boys. This is a big deal. I think even for us content creators, not just like Champions Quest camos, but more importantly, they're adding Vondel BR. Like, and you're gonna be able to get a nuke. You're gonna be able to get a nuke on Vondel. What thoughts on that, boys?
I mean, I think it's cool. The number one thing that I love the most about Vondel BR, which I feel like gets like that nobody talks about, bro, the gulag. The Vondel BR gulag is like the showers gulag from Warzone 1. And I am, maybe I'm the only one. I'm sick and tired of this one right now. It's like a lot of teams can hide in their crate. You can hide in their spawn. Like there's like, it's not like a 1v1
big,
true.
yeah.
Yeah. But that Vondel BR log is like the old showers one, and it's freaking amazing. So it should be a ton of fun.
I think also the gulag scenario, though, I think the gulag is worse in like ranked and competitive because the skill difference in the players is so close. But for pubs, I feel like generally most people just win their gulags with the current gulag. So I don't know if it's skewed because of that, but like I like a little bit more symmetry in the gulag. So I agree that the Vondel one's good.
I think it's cool because like now we're gonna see like different quests in different areas on Vondel, which is kind of cool because like I feel like it got really repetitive on Amazra. So if we get on Vondel, I mean it's something else to play. It'll be so different. I feel like it'll be cool for a couple weeks.
Also, the 3 elements are different too.
Oh yeah, they do different things. I mean,
one does like a snapshot instead of the crown. I think another one does something else. There's 2 other ones. They basically each do something different. So functionally, they should feel different on top of it being on a different map.
here, I have it here if you guys want to peep. So they said, all right, there's 3 brand new elements or elemental compounds to capture as part of the quest. There's gallium. Holding gallium reveals all nearby team members who held it previously, as if you were affected by a snapshot grenade. So that might be kind of OP, and it's gonna be like strategy, like, okay, don't give it to me, just you hold it, like nobody fucking touch the shit. There's deuterium. I hope I'm pronouncing that shit right. This fatigues any operator, which includes causing them to cough if they try sprinting. Damn. So wait, so
you might have to take a
can't
vehicle
run?
with that one or something, or use vehicle as a strat, like thinking ahead.
okay. And there's neptunium. This periodically electrocutes all nearby operators as well as haywiring vehicles with similar effects as the shock stick. Damn, they're making this shit hard, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think ultimately for content creation, if they're gonna keep adding things, I'm down. I am 100% down for them to keep adding shit. This is cool. I definitely can, because I know, what's y'all's thoughts about current ranked, boys, Joe and Ebatez? Like, are y'all still having fun?
I haven't played it in a minute, nah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm kind of losing like the pat. Like I lost it like about a month ago, but
yeah, all the tab
wish we had like an
cheese
operator or something. Like I just a calling card at the end of the season or whatever just isn't enough for me to like really care.
Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of just like you're not that. Like you guys don't care like as much as you guys did previously. Ranked is not that.
Yeah.
To you guys.
I mean, Vondel's been great for me. Like that's why I've been playing. That's what I've been playing. So I guess I probably just enjoy Vondel more than I do ranked. Like ranked isn't horrible. It's just not as rewarding, I guess, right now. Like, I'd rather drop a 30 on Vondel than get 200 SR in ranked.
Damn.
100%. And the number one thing that I hope they fix, which who knows, is the tab cheese, man. It makes ranked not feel like ranked because you make plays that you would never make in a tournament or a customs or anything just to get a tap on a down player. Like your teammates are screaming at you to keep somebody up and not fool them. Like it just doesn't feel like ranked because everybody's just trying to play for taps, and it's just so dumb, man. It's just not fun.
Literally the only person that doesn't care about taps, and I kept like texting him like, "Yo, let's run ranked," because he's not like, "Yo, let me get my tap, let me get my tap." Like
people get so mad, man.
It's like, dude, no taps.
Yeah,
dude,
it's a big deal, right? Like to like the grinders, like, yeah, I don't know. For me personally, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because it just changes. Like I said, like if you're playing a customs tournament, right? People are making plays in ranked play they would never make, right? If there's teams that they're fighting, they would never OE to go to a building to then get a tap on a down player. They're gonna hold that angle, try to like go somewhere, like, and it just makes ranked not feel like ranked because people are just trying to play for taps all the time, and I just don't like that.
Yeah,
and I did see this with a lot of streams. I was watching. I mean, I watch a lot of streams, but leading up to even to the World Series of Warzone, where teams that were trying to qual, they were still playing ranked, instead of trying to like put themselves in the mindset of what would we do if this World Series of Warzone, and they would quickly acknowledge like, oh shit, I overchowed to get the taps, where I would never do that in World Series of Warzone. So you like establish bad habits, which like I know that doesn't matter for ranked because ranked has its own set of habits, but like I think there's people who made mistakes in doing that, and that's where Joe, I know he's brought it up a bunch, whereas like they played ranked as if that was practice, but it's because they didn't really utilize it as practice. You know, they were just kind of going through the motions of taps or whatever else annoying stuff in the ranked that you just wouldn't do.
Which I think kind of ruined a lot of teams, in my opinion. Like so many teams I think develop bad habits, even from watching from like our job now is to kind of like watch people play and watch the way they kind of maneuver. And I think a lot of teams definitely got overheated and forgot that, yo, this shit, like when there's 150 players all like who can shoot straight and actually know what they're doing, you have to play completely different than if you're playing ranked and maybe there's like 1 to 2 teams that are like good, you know? So
and then also speaking on that too, is the one thing that's also super annoying is a lot of people, which again, I'm like, yo, don't tell me who's in the lobby. I don't care. People will check, they'll go, not just that, you can go under and like fake report a player and scroll through the list of who's in the lobby. And I'm like, don't tell me who's like, I don't care. Like if that's a tournament, you're not going in and being like, yo, there's this. I mean, obviously if it's a tournament, it's different, but like trying to play as if like, you know, there's another good team that's in the lobby of like going through to fake report a player to then like scroll through and see who's in the lobby. Like that's just so corny, bro. Like play ranked as you should play ranked. Don't look through the lobby list early to see who's in it. It's just like, come on, man. Like,
well, that's even people who stream snipe in a way, like they don't do it intentionally, but they know like, oh, Joe's in this lobby because he killed me. I come back from the Gouge, we reset. Now it's like, oh, I know that's Joe's team right there. I'm gonna play this super like a coward in the fight, like versus I might have played it differently, you know? I don't know.
What's funny about that too is that streamer mode doesn't work with that reporting thing. So you can click and it won't show the streamer mode, and that's like obviously a huge issue. And then also it's so like what I'm going back to is if they take out taps and they take out that, like I think ranked would be dramatically better.
Really?
Like dramatically better, like for sure.
I'll pass the word.
So obviously you brought up that as a problem, and we've talked about this before, but what is your solution for that though in terms of points?
For tapping instead of tapping?
Yeah, because obviously that's missed points. So then maybe like your teammates, obviously you got to choose who you play with, but maybe let that person self-revive so they can get their own taps. You know, so
I wouldn't mind a higher SR fee if they made it so team kills and like individual kills. Like maybe like individual kill you got like 7, and then a team kill you got 5. And then also when you're dead, you also got the points that your teammates got. So that way you can make suicide plays. But I wouldn't mind them upping the SR fee if they did like adjust. Obviously it's going to take time to balance. Yeah. But that would be probably a fix, honestly, in my opinion.
Okay, cool. I also, Sage just brought up a good point. It'd be cool if they did what Apex did as far as for streamer mode. Instead of it showing like hiding the player's name, it could just, they give the operator name, like, or whatever, like Rose, whatever. Like, I don't know how hard that would be, but if Apex can do it, I'm assuming it's possible, right? But again, I should never assume. But all right. Let me continue with what do y'all think about this, boys? The reward for the actual nuke. I think it's pretty cool. I don't like. I hate that they're doing blueprints. I really wish they wouldn't do blueprints and they did camos. But I mean, I guess it's cool. I guess it's alright.
I mean, it's something new, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of weird because nobody really runs an underbarrel like that. So like you already know you're chalking the build. But we don't know what else it has. Like they should have had like an animated like, oh, it does tracers or whatever. And we don't have to find out through people who leak shit. You know, it's just
yeah.
But camo should be the way to go.
All right. I'll leave it at that, boys. All right, so we'll move on to modes, right? So here, there's a couple of things for Resurgence. What do y'all think that's going to be? Did it say it in the blog?
It's just Albagra Fortress, but like that part's going to be circled off, and that's Resurgence mode. So there'll be 3 Resurgence maps: Vondel, Ashika, and then it'll be Albagra Fortress.
Which one's Albagra?
The bottom of the right of the map.
Bottom right.
It's the little island.
Oh, no shot.
Below
that's
airport. Gonna be... Below airport to the bottom left.
Yeah.
Wait, that's going to be... I don't know if I like that, bro.
I don't know how it'll
It's the same map that the pros played on for CDL, but obviously the Warzone version is much grander. You can get on top and bottom.
The castle thing, that's like hella like... Oh, that's going to play so ratty, bro.
That and there's all the caves and tunnels underneath. Like that is a maze down there.
I think it'll play better than expected. Especially with Joe saying if there's like a maze, like you could get Mixy for sure.
All right. Well, maybe do you think that's like the closest thing to Rebirth, that map?
Well, the good thing about that one though is that has like literally no water on the inside of the map. So versus Vondel, it's literally everywhere, and Ashika's like everywhere. The water's in the entire underneath.
Hey, that's good, man. Honestly, I'm really happy they're giving the Resurgence community some shit, because like I know they kind of felt like they were like kind of like left in the dust, but in my opinion, they're a big reason of why we still have a Call of Duty community right now. So because Vondel's
been carrying since it dropped. I feel like
100%.
They've done a great job at that. So I hope Call of Duty continues. As much as I personally don't enjoy like Resurgence as much, I still want it to prosper. So I'm glad they're doing that. Armored Royale, I don't give a fuck. Just be blunt. But this right here, boys. This. All right, do I have to zoom in, guys? Can you guys see this? Yo, Call of Duty 2023 reveal event in season.
Ooh.
Oh, boys. Yeah. I saw that.
Okay, they are like what, JGOD, like 4 months late?
They're hella late.
What, normally May, so June, July, August?
Yeah, normally we get a teaser trailer or something like in April, May, like at the earliest. I just hope that they listen to feedback on this event, and it's fun because every event I've gone to with creators, they always talk about how memorable running to the stadium was. Yeah. For Cold War.
Yeah.
Everyone gasses that. No one talks about the train unless they're saying the train was ass. They never talk about any of the other events, like the nuke, like where you had the Juggernaut thing and the missiles or whatever. No one talks about that. They only talk about running to the stadium. So hopefully they mimic that feel where you're like, oh shit, this is kind of cool. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, hopefully.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, boys. I wonder, let's be honest. I don't think they've made a good in-game event other than that one, the stadium one. I didn't like King Kong. I didn't like, what are the other ones that we had? I honestly, the only actual in-game event that I enjoyed was probably that one. And I
Or the Halloween one,
The
which was
Halloween.
the haunting.
oh yeah, I guess if you can
The
consider
jump
that.
scare boxes
good.
were a little bit much, but besides that,
The haunting.
They were great. They're great.
So good, so good.
Yeah.
That was a great time though, because they changed the whole map too.
Yeah.
Where everybody, it was like a dark Verdansk vibe. Like that was actually super cool then.
Yeah.
And they had Krampus, boys. I mean, yeah.
Bro, Krampus
That
is
shit
one of
was
their friends, bro.
ass,
Don't hate. Hey,
That was
chill.
way too long. There was like it was like a month, no? Like a month or two of just
it was a long time.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
even popped up in private match for CDL
Everything.
players when they were screaming.
What,
that
bro,
was the
bro.
funniest. He got executed by Krampus.
Bro, you remember that? It was bad. Like I don't know what their thought process was to add that shit to every
Yo.
game mode, but like keep the shits to LTMs and we're good, man. But I mean, look, I'm
Yo.
excited for this. Go ahead, Joe.
Yo, team of 3 with Jimbo and Krampus. Let me know, bro. Let me know.
No, that's crazy, bro. No, look, man, I just hope. I really want them to start making events that are actually good and that people kind of want to see. And you know, that like for example with the King Kong one, it was really overhyped, and I really was like, okay, fuck yeah, like King Kong and what's his name, bro? The other dude,
Godzilla.
Dinosaur
Godzilla,
Godzilla. Like I thought they were really about to throw down, and like it's just not what happened, you know. Whatever this is, I hope it's really cool. And I mean, Modern Warfare 3, boys. I mean, y'all have seen all the leaks. What are y'all's thoughts so far?
The only leak I saw was slide canceling, and I got excited. But I'm not that excited though, because everybody's like, "Yo, there was slide canceling in this beta," but like, in my opinion, the slide canceling in this game was pointless. Like they had slide canceling for like, like that was just for TikTok clips. Like slide can't like the purpose of slide canceling in Warzone 1 and like those games obviously had a purpose. For this game, there was no purpose in slide canceling even during the beta. So hopefully there's a little bit of movement. I don't know.
Well, I hope they mimic it like I think which was a neutral one was the BO4 one where the slide cancels, like you would slide, you would ADS and that would stop your slide because you would ADS, so it would stop your momentum. So you would use that when you would slide into like a head glitch, and then there was like tech related to that. The tac sprint was introduced in Modern Warfare 2019, and the only reason they slide canceled at that time was to abuse the tac sprint reset along with the animations being broken. So if it's more like BO4s, then I would say it's good. If it's just the spam to the sake of spam, probably less good.
Yeah,
I'd love to see the dolphin dive stay.
I do. I love dolphin diving.
It'd be tricky.
Yeah,
But I like it as well.
if they have different mechanics that they can we're able to use, like imagine a slide cancel and a dolphin dive, but then they remove the dolphin dive with delay, rather like you know.
But also,
Well, it's hard
like,
with the limited button pushes too. So
Yeah,
you
I
need
mean,
a holder.
The
on a controller.
hold, the hold, the tap. Like I think it's definitely possible. But yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Also, I kind of feel like how bad this game has been with animations and movement. Prove me. I mean, who knows? I'll probably get proved wrong here. Can it get any worse? Can we go down from here? You know what I'm saying? Can animations and movement get any worse than this game has been?
Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick because have y'all seen MWIII Leaks? Like, I know that it's not confirmed or anything like that, but MWIII has been talking on Twitter and leaking a couple of stuff. But to be fair, he's so far, whoever this man's source is has not been wrong. Has not been wrong. Yeah. So pretty much what he said was that the new map that's coming out is going to be heavily inspired by Verdansk. And it's not inspired at all whatsoever by Caldera or Al-Mazrah. And he said that there is slide canceling. And then they said that they're going
reload
to
canceling,
and they're going to go back to the old school style of things. It's pretty much going to be Modern Warfare 2, but without all the delays, without all the wacky animations, without all the penalties for ADS and all that stuff. So what do y'all think? I mean, he hasn't been wrong since. I know everybody in here is in huge denial of where we're at right now. Do you guys think that's reliable to say, or do you guys are nah, I'm not? It's copium. What do y'all think?
It's copium. I mean, me personally, I would say it's super copium, but like I said, I mean, the like first thing I still don't understand is how can they change stuff on the same engine? That still blows my mind. Like even if they change a ton of stuff, how good can the game feel? Will they bring back Todd canceling? Probably not. I just want somebody to reset our attack sprint, make the game feel fluid, man. The game, everybody says, even if you're the top of the top players or a brand new time, they're like, hey man, like this game feels like clunky, like mantling everything. I just want everything to feel fluid again. Animations, reload canceling, like reloading, like everything just feels like we're playing Tarkov. Like it just feels bad.
Yep.
And that's what they said. They're reverting back to their old style of not so like penalties for everything. I mean, Ebatez, what do you think? I mean, I feel like you're a pretty reasonable middle ground man. Yeah.
I mean, I think like they've obviously improved Warzone 2 in my opinion. Like the mantling and stuff's gotten better. I just hope we don't start off at a bad point because I feel like they released this game and it just took so long to catch up. Like I feel like the game's not in a bad state now, but we're like
1 season away.
10 months. We're literally 1 season left. So I just hope we start off like I don't expect the game to be perfect, but let's start off strong and like let's make changes quick.
Yeah.
Like, or I mean, like let it ride out, but then like just make changes because like dude, I just don't want to have a bad start again. I'd lose
The first impression is everything.
First impression is huge.
Just know I've mentioned that to them and I told them they cannot go 6 months in and then the game's finally okay. But go ahead, JGOD.
So I'll go with thinking that it definitely can change for a couple different reasons. One is we're going into the second year, which I think the second year of Warzone was the best. But besides that, I think when we actually look at the year 3 with Caldera and what they did with sliding, stim sliding, those are drastically different mechanics. The strafe while mounted, even though I don't agree with mounting in general, that was something they also changed within the engine. So they made drastic changes with how the game felt. So I think it's definitely possible for them to be a little bit more aggressive. It's just a matter of who's in charge and who's going to make those decisions. Hopefully, if it is IW, which we assume it is, making those blunders, making those blunders that held the game back for its entirety of this life cycle, hopefully they will not be involved in that process, and whoever is will get full reign to make those changes. And going off what Metaphor said, literally like almost word for word, everything he said last year carried over. And normally with leaks, it's not just me talking to my dev friend Joe over here and him telling me what's going to happen. He's showing me gameplay.
Yeah. So that, because he said,
so if he heard it, he's seen it.
Yeah. Because he said from everything I've seen on his tweet, he said from everything I've seen, it's not that, and he said it looks beautiful. Like it's not from everything he's been told. So I think there could be copium, but I will say based off of that stuff, I think we're going to be in for a much better year of Warzone because it does give that opportunity to grab people when it is fresh, and hopefully the integration's smoother because all the weapons from this game are supposed to be carrying over to Modern Warfare 3.
I guess that kind of changes also with that happening again, right? The number one thing I would love to see too, even if they don't bring back movement and all this stuff, right? The number one thing which just still blows my mind is in Caldera, right? We had 5 attachments, no tuning. You could build a gun, you could have a sub as an AR and AR as a sub. In this game, they have this advanced tuning thing, all of this. You can tune, tweak stuff, but no, it doesn't do anything. It does a little bit, but like I should be able to tune a gun. If I'm trying to build a strafey gun and I put everything to strafe, it should strafe like an insane amount. Where guns, where like you can build guns to feel how you want them to feel. We have all this advanced tuning that does nothing. We have guns in Warzone 1 where you could rock a FAR as a sub, you could rock a Milano as an AR, where you can build guns how you want them to be built. And I hope they get back to that because that just was also more content and more customizable kind of things for their guns for all the players. And now they have more features to customize their guns, which does nothing. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know I don't think they've said anything about that, but I mean, I feel like everybody has told them, yo, take out tuning. We don't need that shit. Like, that's great. We get where you guys were coming from. We understand that you guys want to make it advanced, but listen, sometimes you don't got to complicate things, right? So again, going into Modern Warfare 3, well, hopefully within, I would say, what do y'all think, boys? 2 weeks, 3 weeks after season 5 comes out, you think we have the reveal? 2 weeks, maybe?
Maybe a little
near mid-season, I'd say.
I would say midi. Yeah, I would say.
So mid-season will be 4 weeks.
Somewhere around the 20th. The 20th.
20th? Okay.
Because the season's only like 45 days, and I think the season starts on the 2nd. So it'd probably be halfway between, which is right around the 20th.
Okay. All right. So we should expect some type of reveal. And again, just so everybody knows, yes, even if it's on the same engine, it doesn't matter. Just so everybody's aware, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just know that, like, it's on the same engine. It don't matter. They can change it. The game can feel completely different. It can feel
They
like
can
a new
add
game.
jetpacks in if they want. They can go crazy.
It doesn't matter.
The one thing I hope they do. The one thing I hope they don't do. Like, I don't even mind tuning carrying over if it works. If you can actually build guns to have like a prime OTS strafe, and you're like, whoa, this is crazy. I'm down for that. I hope for multiplayer, man. You don't have to unlock a gun for a gun for a gun for a gun for a gun to then get one attachment. I hope that system, whatever they thought in their brain was a good idea, that goes away, because obviously this game was built for the casual player. So tell me what casual player is playing for 24 hours a day to unlock a foregrip 50 guns deep. Like, that doesn't. I hope that system goes away, bro.
Yeah, I think on paper it sounded good, and I think even for myself, I don't care. The system doesn't impact me negatively, but I do see it, because even when we went to Repullze's house, my son was playing on the PS5. He was trying to build the Cronin, and he don't have, or the MP5 Lockman, and he doesn't have one of the attachments because you need to use like SAB or something.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what are we doing here?
And like, think about it, man. This game was built for the casual player, obviously. So like, you think the casual player can grind multiplayer to rank up random guns to then use it in Warzone? They're not doing that,
It's
man.
too much,
Like,
too much.
It's too much, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope that they're taking everything into consideration. I'm going to go ahead and, again, I don't have intel. YouTube, I don't have intel. I genuinely think they will do COD Next again, or some type of event like that. I think they do. That shit was just way too successful. I know it had bad feedback from the game, but the actual event was amazing. So I think pretty soon, if that does happen, it would be somewhere around September, early November. Like earlier, but again, maybe it doesn't happen because, well, we have.
Well, if
we
it's
have
going
done
to happen, it would have to happen in October. I think if they wanted to mirror it like they did last time, because they hyped it, and the next day was essentially the beta.
Yeah.
So and usually they do the beta like a month before. So
yeah, so probably late September or early October. I don't know why I said November. I'm sorry. Early October is when it would probably happen, just because the game would be released, November 10th is the supposed release date.
Yep.
So let's stay tuned for that. Let's hope all that goes good. DMZ.
I could talk about it. If
Yeah,
you
go
want.
ahead, JGOD. You
All
can
right.
always take care of DMZ for
So
me.
I know a lot of times we skip this section, but I think this one's interesting in a sense, because we had the different vest in DMZ like a season and a half before they made it into Warzone Battle Royale. So they're using DMZ as a testing ground. We also saw the revive box bugged out, and everyone said it was a bug, but we have it here on the roadmap, and where you were able to get the plate vest, and all of a sudden it accidentally shot out revive boxes.
Yeah.
So I think that's them testing things. I don't know if this disguise will make it in, but essentially that one you go incognito and you can actually do stuff right next to the AI and they won't see you as aggressive.
Yeah.
So that will help with certain DMZ missions. Since they've removed pretty much all the AI, maybe you sneak up on a jug with that and then you execute them. I don't know. But in Battle Royale, who knows? I don't think it functions well, but the battle revive, it's like the battle rage.
Battle rage. Yeah.
And a self-revive. So when you come out of it, you're jacked, bro. So somebody might have the vest on for the med vest. Eventually, when it makes it in Battle Royale, they come out, they're gonna be cracked, bro, like with the rage serum. So, and the scuba gas mask, that's kind of crazy. They're kind of incentivizing water plays.
Bro, that's a
kinda
thing right now,
crazy.
right? In Vondel? Is that a thing in Vondel, right? Yes?
No, it's not.
Not yet.
Don't they have
No, they have a breather.
That was just a Sheikah, I thought.
Oh,
a
shit.
breather,
This
yeah.
is a 2-in-1. A gas mask and like a...
Yes. But the gas mask in DMZ functions differently. There is an area of the map that expands, and that's where the gas comes from. It's not the gas closing in. It starts from an area and it radiates out, and the tick rate is super slow. You can stay in the gas with the regular gas mask for like 4 minutes.
Wait, what, boys, what are y'all doing? Joe, Ebatez, if you're at the World Series and
gonna say that.
this is in there, the scuba gas mask, and people are swimming in the water just chilling, bro, and not even coming up for air, what are y'all doing?
I'm going to grab the trophy from the front and give it to Crowder, bro. Say GG's. Say Crowder, GG's.
I don't even know. Like, there can be a single dev there, but I'm going to somebody and I'm talking to them straight to their face.
Hey, either way, it'll probably be banned within ranked. It'll probably be seen in pubs. But that's what those 4 devices are. So keep in mind that like they'll get tweaked and they'll eventually end up in Battle Royale in some way, I think. Because that's what they're using DMZ for, and we've seen this multiple times with multiple things. Whether it was the little UAV towers that made their way into Battle Royale, whether it was one of the other elements, they slowly creep their way in.
What's next, bro? Like DMZ, submarine, like then we're about to get a submarine, like you could just drive underwater, like
Hey, don't give him ideas, dog. Don't give him ideas.
I'm surprised they didn't put a shark in the water for Shark Week, bro.
That would have been crazy, huh?
That would have been actually sick. I can't lie.
All right, so DMZ is getting hella updates. We know this is their like baby. We know that they love DMZ. Personally, not my cup of tea, but you know, it is what it is. Let's go over to multiplayer. So again, we don't really cover a lot of multiplayer stuff, but I mean, it's pretty cool that they're showing multiplayer some love. There's 3 multiplayer maps and then 2 gunfight maps. I think it was Punta Mar. People thought that was Favela, but it's not. It's a different map, just so everybody's aware. They added Havoc. What's this? Does anybody know? It's Punta.
Havoc, it looks like an LTM.
Chat, that does not say the other word. That's Punta.
Yeah.
Punta.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
It just looks like, the Havoc one, it tells you what it is in the blog. Basically, as the match goes on, you get a certain number of kills, I believe. There's certain things where your gun will automatically refill. It's kind of like a weird variant on Blitz mode, but like as the match goes on, you get these different bonuses.
Okay. So it's multiplayer. I mean, I'm not going to trip too much over it. Big capture the flag. I'm assuming this like 24 versus 24, 12 versus 12.
Probably on a ground war map or something like that. Yeah.
Gunfight variants. I think that's kind of cool. Little gunfight variants. But again, this is all for a lot of people who play, what's it called? Multiplayer. We don't, right? So, events, there's events, faction showdown. Wonder what that's going to be. Then vehicle challenge events and then camo challenge. This is the one thing I'm excited for. Because obviously they transfer over to Warzone. Camo challenges, I don't know what exactly that is, or what like
maybe the faction showdown also kind of teases when the event's going to be, because that goes until the 16th.
Ooh. Oh, so this could be like an announcement for maybe the new game. Maybe
right after that, at the end of it.
Okay. And then do you guys think they add a camo challenge as in like, because this is not specifying that it's any specific. That doesn't seem like it's like the boys challenge or anything like that.
No, that's how they did it for those as well.
Fuck.
It'll be the same.
Okay, I'm saying I want like another Damascus, bro, where like it's a challenge.
They won't do that. I think for every season they followed this formula where you got to use every gun, do the every challenge, and then you get the camo for everything. And it essentially gives you 2 camos, a base camo for the challenge, and then for doing it all with every weapon, you get the other camo, which is the diabolical camo. And then before that, we had cherry blossom. Another time we had something else. Another time we had something else. So they've continued on. I don't think that formula is changing for this year.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now let's get down to arguably the most controversial thing out of this whole. Let's go over the guns real quick. Let's go over the guns real quick, and then we'll get into some things. Boys, fucking the FAMAS. I am hella hyped for this. The FAMAS was one of my favorite guns of all time. It seems from what the blog says that it's going to be not a 3-round burst FAMAS, and it's going to be looks like the old school Black Ops 1 FAMAS, right?
Yep.
What do you think about that, boys?
I say we bring back the FAMAS shotgun from Warzone 1, bro. Now we're cooking. Then I'm down.
No.
I was kind of hoping it was a burst, honestly. We haven't had a burst meta or like any burst guns really in this game, so it would have been cool. But
yeah, I mean, honestly, it's gonna be probably high fire rate, maybe a little bit of recoil, maybe like it's gonna be like the FFAR. I don't know. For Warzone, it might not be crazy OP, but it might be a good middle ground for sniper support. Yeah. So, and then we have the FH, or what is it called? WH2000?
The FAD 2000 or something?
Yeah, something like that. Chow, what is it? Chow will tell us right away. The W something sniper, and it's a semi-automatic one, right?
In my life.
Yeah, Joe, we know.
I never seen that in my life.
It wasn't a very good sniper, so was the WAD, WAD 2000.
WAD 2000, and it's a semi-automatic sniper, correct? From what I remember. And so I don't think it's going to be OP. And bro, I can already see me saying this. I don't think it's going to be OP, and then it's just fucking nuts. But
Grenko, yeah. Grenko
yeah,
2.0.
Grenko 2.0.
Imagine.
I think it kind of depends because in multiplayer things get balanced differently. In Warzone, they've kind of set that precedent of the way guns will perform, and particularly with snipers, that they generally will not one shot unless you use some ridiculous ammo. You're gonna have terrible bullet velocity. If it's fast fire rate, it's not going to be a one shot. So it kind of like niches it down to not be very good unless it's competing with the signal or it has better bullet velocity than like the MCPR.
Yeah.
For multiplayer though, it's really comes down to how fast you can make it ADS.
True.
And that's it.
And then we have in-season guns, M13 compact AR, which will probably be like I don't really know, a Chimera maybe.
I feel like we already have it,
bro.
right? Like,
I don't understand. I gotta know what dev, like what lead dev is like. They love the M13. That's their Warzone. They got an A, B, C, D, E, F, G, M13. Like, bro, let's get something new. Like, we already have 5 of them. Like, why have another M13? Like, hello?
well, what I did read too is it has blackout rounds. It sounds like by the description by default. So you'd probably save an attachment. You get the blackout rounds, which act like they're suppressed. So I don't know if you'll have like a free attachment with that, so that if you do extended mag, you can really kit out for long range. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think all these guns, we have to wait and see how they play out. But look, so there's the pistol. I'll be honest, no one really cares about pistols. But this right here makes me. Can you say careful?
Until we get the freaking until we get the freaking
stop,
dual akimbos again, and then we're like, oh no.
Yeah, they cared yesterday, bro.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Crowder is so stoked.
Let's look at this gun, bro. Like, okay, obviously this is an MP5, right? This is an MP5, and this is like the Black Ops. I mean, not Black Ops. Call of Duty 4 OG MP5. That's what it looks like, right? What would this be called? Because I'm assuming there's a bunch of different types of MP5s.
Bro, am I blasted, or does that not look like the Lockman from like right now?
I think it's just an MP5.
MP5 is the Lockman, right?
Yeah.
So
It looks like the exact same, I feel like.
We
It
call
does.
the Lockman the MP5, but I think this is like an actual MP5.
Yeah, there's a specific name for the MP5. I know when they have a specific set of attachments. MP5 SD.
MP5 SMD or MP5K, one of those.
The MP5K is a little bit smaller, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, because
They all look the same, but they all look the same kind of.
Yeah.
To the COD gamer, they all look the same.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm down for this. I think, I mean, obviously everybody knows MP5s are fan favorites. If they can just kind of change it up a little bit and even make it meta, I don't care. Again, for us, I think for everybody, we love new metas. I think it's great when there's a lot of guns that are viable. So pretty cool. I think got some good guns coming. But let's look at the skins, guys. We got Snoop Dogg, Nicki Minaj, and then obviously everybody knows that this is 21 Savage. I'll let y'all.
Which another set of leaks were right though. Another set of leaks, because that was leaked a long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Nikki, if you're here, like DMs are open. Like, what's up?
Wait, real quick. I want to know, chat. What is
I
y'all?
think it's
L or
silly that
W?
you could buy Snoop Dogg again. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg, yo, congratulations, Snoop Dogg, for a multi-billion-dollar deal. I hope you're doing amazing. He literally has bought multiple penthouses on COD. Like, he is literally getting skins on skins.
Is
But
this
also,
L skin
I'm
or
gonna say
W?
it, bro. L, all L's. The one, I'm saying it, bro, justice for swag, man.
Yeah,
That man got his skin taken out, bro. That is crazy to then get, I mean, not that how, you know what I'm saying?
I will say it, like, brother, like, I get why they pulled creator skins, like, just for they don't want any more controversy, but like,
Justice for swag, man.
Like, come on, man. Like, these guys have all done some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like.
Well, no. To be fair, most of it's allegedly done.
But also, if you look at this, I mean, go into some of the lyrics, bro, and you know what I'm saying? Breakdown. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna say this on the record that swag skin was gonna be the best skin ever brought to Call of Duty history, and I'm not biased. That shit was fucking fire, bro. What everybody saw leaked wasn't. I could tell you guys off stream that shit was fucking, like, it had so many layers to it. Fuck, I'm not.
He cares. Like, he actually cares about the game, so he wants to see like that. Like, that's like his signature shoe, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like the same type of like athlete. Like Kobe Bryant obviously had his shoe. Like, just as much detail that probably went into that. Swag probably put into his you know.
Yeah,
New skin.
It was gonna
and
be
I guarantee you the Snoop Dogg skin will be
didn't care.
green weed pumping off of the character like we had in Warzone 1.
You're gonna
Same
shoot your
exact
gun,
thing.
bro, and then your vision's gonna get blurry and shit, bro.
Yeah, literally, like, man.
It is what it is, man. So obviously we have new operators: DZ, Graves, Mila, and Velikan. I think Velikan.
Velikan, yeah.
Yeah, and
Which
then,
is a redo again from Modern Warfare 2019.
I'm about to say this. Why does
And
this guy look
so
so
is
familiar?
Mace. And so is Mace.
Yeah, who's Mace? Is that the skull guy with the mask?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he came in with when they opened up the stadium. That was when he joined the.
Yeah. Fuck that. And then Black Cell upgrades. Obviously, guys. Chat. Chat. Our community. We did this. We did this. Every time they come out with a Black Cell, this shit is the number 1 sold thing for like 3 months on Steam. You know, so they're gonna keep doing it. And I guess it's cool. This reminds me of like Splitgate camos, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then what's Shadow Company? What is this? It's like a game or some shit. Does anybody know?
Nope.
No, Shadow Company was the whole like lore thing of Modern Warfare 2019. But they're supposed to be adding that as a faction, I believe, for DMZ.
Yeah, I'm not a campaign player. Campaign player, chat. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really play that shit. So what? These are just. I mean, this girl looks cool. This one looks cool. It's all right, I guess. Right? They're cool. They're probably gonna be dope. But this is kind of the blog, man. And I'm again. We went over everything, and I'm not really that excited, bro. I'm not really that excited for season 5. It doesn't seem like they're doing anything. The only thing that would get me like happy and make me happy is if they made some type of like movement changes. But I promise you, they're not. It's not gonna happen. Chat. I'm gonna manage your expectations now. The movement changes are not happening. You have to think about it also from a business perspective. If they are gonna add movement to Modern Warfare 3, they would not add movement changes to the game that's already like dead. They would brand it as a new feature in Modern Warfare 3. So just so y'all know, no movement changes are probably happening in the season 5, and if there's a season 6, just manage your expectations.
Hey, congratulations on the Pine Park sponsorship for even saying that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I'm just saying. I know it's not gonna happen, but if I had, a wish, I mean. But then JGOD brought up a good point. He said stims were added in season 5 of Caldera. So, I don't know.
But I feel like for the one team of people that we thought was taking over, the team of people that everybody's like, we love them.
Yeah.
I've not really seen them like tweet a lot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like we all thought like, yo, Warzone is saved because this individual and people are taking over.
No one said it's saved, Jeff.
No, nobody said
Not
that.
one person. Nobody said it.
Nobody said that. But those people that we thought that was gonna save the game, I feel like I haven't seen them talk or tweet and stuff.
Well,
I
I think the reality is that they're probably not able to do their work on this current build, and whatever we're gonna see is in the next build.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I know it's probably copium, but I think Modern Warfare 3 will actually have a decent COD. It'll probably be the best COD in the last 3 years if
They're only going up, like I said, bro.
If all the rumors are true. If all the rumors are true and all the fuck you, Cardo, it's not ad, bro. if all like the leaks are true, I mean, can we really get worse than this, bro?
That's what I said. Can the movement and animations and gun feel get any worse than we've been playing for the last year? Like there's no way.
There's no way.
The game is the game. We were trying to reload game saying, yo, I think the game's broken. They're like, nah, you gotta reload. Literally, we couldn't play and run.
That still is mind blowing to me,
months.
bro. There's no way that like they said that with a straight face. And like literally higher up like devs and people are like looking over our shoulder and they're like straight faced, like serious that's a feature. Like mind blown, bro.
We can't play it and run. And I'm like, hey, is there like an auto attachment bug? We're like, and they're like, nah, you're stuck. We want a penalty to plating and engagement. Like, bro, get this guy out of office. Like, what do we do? Like, we could have played a run for 7 months, bro. Like, we can't get any worse. There's no way.
I will say, people actually go back and watch, and the first Warzone 2, even COD Next event, I don't know. I've always said this. I saw somebody in the chat say this, like, oh, you guys hyped it up at COD Next. I'm like, bro, go watch my vlog again. Go watch the vlog. Hey, we were all down bad when we played COD Next, and we told them our feedback. But the biggest thing is they couldn't implement our feedback because the game came out like a month later,
2 weeks later,
yeah, something like that.
Later,
you know, yeah. COD Next was literally down bad. We literally were like, damn, I can't believe this is real. Like, yeah.
The craziest thing, bro, is they use the F word, bro, real nice. They said that's a feature. A feature? I can't reload. We're saying that's a new feature? Like, what are we, like, we're just throwing F-bombs around, bro. Like, nobody asked for that. Like, what? It's a feature. That's crazy.
It is what it is, boys. But again, let's manage our expectations. I don't know what's to come. But, yeah, I'm hoping, we have... obviously, new people are going to be in charge of this next game with a different vision, and they have free reign to do whatever they want. And I hope we go back to old school.
They need LASIX, bro. They need LASIX. Whatever new eyesight, they need LASIX. Because, bro, somebody should have got prison time for that feature.
Even in my first video, I said they need to delay this game. Like, and he's like 6 months. I said 6 months.
JGOD was saying it. He's like, this game should come out in March. He said that.
Oh, bro.
But anyways, all right, let's move on. Next topic at hand, guys. Let's go over the World Series of Warzone. Holy shit, this week was literally insane, incredible. We have now gotten down to the top 50 teams that will be heading to London. Boys, I'll bring it up on my end, and then we'll do a little ranking, guys. So for chat, yes, drama's about to commence. Lock it in, bro. We got the 40 teams that are competing in the World Series of Warzone. I'm gonna go over them really quick. Savvy Ultra's team, Tommy's team, Juki's team, Aiden, Meeks, JoeWo, Joe, what's up, baby? Stewo, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hisoka, MWIII's team, which is FIFA's team, Nicole's team, Echo's team, Invader, Vondel, which is Louis and Vap, Vonbot, Strunk, Ebatez, what's good, daddy? Scored, Attract, Aizen, Swag's team, Wars' team, Diaz's team, Cam's team, Destroy, Books. And just so everybody's aware, everybody here who's watching, is everybody here earned their spot. I keep hearing this rumor that, like people like Swag got a free spot. No. Mm-hmm. Everybody in this had to qualify for this. There was no free spots given. Everybody here deserves it, right? So I'll go on to the next page. Elo, Flex, Sirius, Isn't God, Panda, which is the team from Mexico, Intex, Infernal, Clowns team, Clavison, Cheryl, Lucanus, XIZ, CZR, Cesar. I forgot where these guys are from, but I think they might be one of the other regions. I'm not too sure. Red Rocket, Reader, Tactical Brit, Nows, right? Braxton, Zeppa, Coral, Deuce, Shucks, Nate Dogg, Tony, and Dez's team. They were from Mexico. Oh, shit, they were one of the three. Maybe I'm confusing it with another one. But boys, first of all, what do y'all think about so far the way the tournament has been ran? How so far? What's up? What are y'all's thoughts as competitors from a spectator's point of view? It gets a little bit confusing, but I try my best to break it down for everybody. Joe and Ebatez as competitors, what do y'all so far think about it?
Well, first and foremost, congratulations to Ebatez for qualifying the GOAT.
Hey,
yes, sir.
And then also, I mean, obviously, like later, that's something we can talk about. But I feel like both of our teams were a little bit disrespected going into the tournament and stuff like that, which, it's going to be great. I do have a +1. For any of the people that were disrespecting our team, you guys will look good in this section 100 for sure. If I got a +1, let me know. But good. I think it was kind of confusing, though, for some people that were watching the tournament, obviously, because obviously like stage 1, stage 2, stage 2 open and all. And like, obviously that was kind of bad, but I think it was super great that there's a ton of teams that a lot of people just straight up did not expect to qualify. Mm-hmm. I was 1 for 4 on teams that I thought would qual from yesterday. So there's a ton of teams that I think qualified that is going to be super, super cool. People get a free trip to London and yeah.
I think a lot of people, just real quick before Ebatez, I would say this, a lot of the teams that we thought would qual did not, and that's fucking crazy to me. But Ebatez, go ahead. We'll talk about those teams.
Yeah, from the beginning to the end, like I said earlier, like this World Series was super fun, and I like that it was super spread out because we got to like look forward to stuff. Like even people's communities were like, oh, like this is his ranked team, like this is World Series team, they're grinding together. Like viewers were invested, like players were invested. I mean, like I was supposed to move to Arizona, but they didn't have fiber there, so I literally am living with my brother right now, so I got fiber internet. Like they're like, I literally like I looked forward to this tournament so much. Obviously, like everything worked out for me, and I know a lot of other players did. So like I said, beginning to end, like the tournament itself was amazing. Obviously, a couple things I think they should have fixed. I think people that like maybe top 5 in stage 1 should have gotten like a qual spot, but then also could play stage 2 for money or something, just so like because you can have like a good tourney and then have a bad tourney. And it's like, well, and then somebody could have a good tourney in stage 2 and have a bad tourney in stage 1. It's like, why are the people rewarded with the qualification spot in stage 2, but not stage 1? So I don't know. There could have been maybe, I don't know. I don't think one bad day should have, because if you had a bad day at stage 2, it kind of sucks. But like I said, I mean, for the most part, pretty solid tournament. I had a really good time.
Speaking of that, did any teams that placed well, and I'm talking maybe top 5 in stage 1, did any of them not make it?
Right as team. I think they got 5th. In stage 1, and they didn't qualify.
I think also Scumming and Rational and us.
Oh, you're right. They got what, 2nd that tournament? 3rd? Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like those are good teams, and like they had a good day stage 1, and obviously stage 2 they didn't have a great tourney. But it's like I feel like I don't know.
I agree completely. And like what you said with the pricing, obviously you got to consider that. But I feel like there should have been way less pricing or no pricing at all for stage 1. Like the reward should have been maybe those spots so that the land prize pool could be much larger. Because I think that's what led to a lot of confusion, because when money's on the line, people think that there's like a finality to that. Like, oh, this is the last week. Why are they won 10,000. Like what? You know, imagine if Tommy's team didn't do well on stage 2. Like
and they won it, yeah.
That would have been like, yeah, you know, you're tracking exactly. So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I hope. I mean, let's just all keep in mind that. And I'm not trying to defend anybody, but like this is the first year that we're actually doing things. And I think for the first year that World Series Warzone is actually a legitimate thing, I 100% think they did a good job. I definitely think, you know, going forward, I'm hopefully gonna get it to hop into some calls and give them feedback. And you know, but honestly, they've done a great job. I definitely think there's a lot of things that can be fixed. And I mean, hey, Apex did a great job. I hope that instead of just it's 2-3 months of tournaments or whatever, we can kind of break this down into a whole year of cycles of stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, all leading up to something crazy. As long as it doesn't interfere with the CDL, I'm sure we can make something happen, right? Like CDL gets weekends, Warzone gets Monday through Thursday or Monday through Wednesday, and I'm sure we can make something happen.
For sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. As long as you don't interfere with CDL, we're good. You know. But all right, real quick before going over the top teams of this week, guys, who do y'all think was, in your guys' opinion, and I'll bring it up right here, who do y'all think is the team that arguably was the most, I don't want to say biggest letdown, but was the most surprising that didn't qualify? I know a lot of people are saying like what's it called? Scummin's team. But for me, I don't know why the biggest, not letdown, but the biggest, like, damn, it was like almost a guarantee, was I personally thought that Rios' team was gonna do good. I think I had doubts about Husker's team. I had doubts about Scummin's team. And just because it's so brand new, Rios' team, I don't know why, just like the way they performed recently, I thought they were gonna do great. But you guys, all three of y'all, who do y'all think was the most unexpected, like that didn't qualify?
I would say, it's got to be Hus team, bro. I mean, the fact that he lost a 1v1 that was a London land spot, bro, is insane. I mean, the fact that like the storyline,
and the person who did win still went. Like even if they lost, they would have still went.
Yeah.
Like the craziest, literally, man, of storylines that could have happened, right? Like he is such like one of those people that's been involved in tournaments since the very beginning, like since the Keemstar Warzone days, like those days, like going back all the way to there to then the biggest tournament we've had in a very long time ever, the first ever Warzone land that's like Activision, like all that kind of stuff. Like to lose a 1v1, not knowing of course, but like to lose a 1v1 and that is your team spot for London finals, bro, is crazy, man.
Go ahead, Ebatez.
I will say, yeah, I agree. So I will say that the LCQ team that Huskers was on, that's not a surprise to me. I will say Huskers, Scummin, and Unrational at qualifying is probably the biggest. out of this LCQ, I think Locksteel, Dinero, and Juju is probably my biggest, like, damn, they're a solid team, and I think they do deserve to be there, but unfortunately just didn't make it.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like, it sucks, man. Husky had all, like, I feel like he was always right there. He was always, like, at the cusp, man. And, like, you guys saw in the watch parties, I was cheering for my man. I wanted him, you know, to kind of prove everybody wrong and kind of, you know, but it didn't happen. And I
don't think getting fifth doesn't not do that, because he was clearly frying. I think most people only remember the 1v1, but prior to that, he kills 2 other people at the edge of gas that, like, even got to that point. He survives when Mutex dies on the hill rotating in. What if Mutex was alive? Does he clutch it? Who knows? Like, does he get that opportunity? Like, the fact that he's even alive in this scenario, like, it happened, but people will remember that last instance, which is kind of sucks, because I know even when I've played and I was playing multiplayer and I was trying to get a nuke, if I died like 3 off, I'd be thinking about that 1 kill. So I can only imagine, like, your trip to, like, the land. I don't know.
Yeah.
and then not to mention, boys, the last game where they had 3 up, perfect positioning, like, they had all, you know, and then that PA, like,
We got PA.
those little minuscule things, man. Like,
I will say, like, people forget, like, I don't think Husker's not qualifying. Like, people cannot forget, like, that guy's a 2-time World Series Warzone champ. Like, he's actually a legend, and, like, this does not define the kind of player that he is. Like, that's just the truth. Like, that guy literally is a GOAT in the Warzone scene. So, like, he'll be fine. He'll be back. Like, no problem.
I think, honestly, as far as if the aim assist stays this OP, I've seen that man shoot on a roller. I think this man switch to controller just because his fucking IQ and just the way he processes things, he's insanely good. But again, he's fighting an uphill battle right now, and I don't think that's no shots at controller keyboard players. Let's just be honest, bro. Aim assist is fucking broken on this game. Like, Infinity Ward made it to where everybody, like, they want everybody to shoot straight, and aim assist in this game is insane. And so if you're on a keyboard and mouse, you really are fighting an uphill battle. And for those of y'all who don't know, and those are kind of new to Huskers' story, that man is goated on keyboard and mouse. So I think he can
controller. You're saying controller.
Sorry, controller. He's goated on controller. He's been playing controller for a while, and then he switched to keyboard. But he's nasty, and I think he could definitely compete at that level.
I got a couple more besides Huskers.
Go ahead.
So I would say that Booyah, if he plays in stage 1, 2 with a team, he probably quals. Because he is definitely fried. With the team they had, they would have fried in the top. They would have made top 15, I think. You're saying with somebody.
Swag and Evan?
No. What's that? Swag and Evan, probably. But also the team he was with, that team was good enough to place top 15, I think, at stage 100%. 2, if he had played. Okay. So that's kind of unfortunate because everyone knows Booyah is that good. And the team around, it's going to complement his play style. So I think that team was good enough. The other one that's really surprising to me, because like you mentioned with the World Series of Warzone, the previous ones, is OP Mark, Shaded, and that team, because they had played so well before. I don't know if it's the point scoring format that changed from year to year, because they actually made like the way the kill placement worked significantly different from previous year. So placing top 5 was way more important than top 10, and the weight of the kills multiplied much higher. So I'm surprised by that one too, but for completely different reasons. But that's more from like, it's the same team that played together, so you expect them to perform at a certain level. It's just with Warzone 2, it hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Like, obviously, I feel like a lot of these teams definitely split up next year for if we hopefully we have a season or something. But definitely a lot of these teams would have done better if they started from the beginning, but I guess we'll never know. But let's real quick. I didn't even ask JoeWo and Ebatez. You guys didn't answer, right? Who y'all's predictions were, or who y'all's were the most, not disappointing, but like who y'all expected.
No, I said.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Nothing Husk.
For LCQ, mine was probably Locksteel, Dinero, Juju. I thought they were gonna qual.
Locksteel, yeah, that team, and then Locksteel with a 37 kill in what's that, stage 1?
Juju had 37, but I will say that's when one-shot snipers were in the game and Juju was sniping. So like again, I think he's a great player, but maybe just had a hard time adjusting to something else. Like,
okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. So let's get into what everybody's been waiting for today. All right. So before we get into this and before I say things, I just want everybody to know we're going to take this as an unbiased opinion, and we're gonna be as unbiased as possible. And every team in here is fucking disgusting. You know, you compare these guys to anybody else in the world, they're fucking insane. They are the best players in the world, but we're now comparing them to each other, and there's obviously has to be people at the top and there has to be people at the bottom. So let's get into it, man. We'll kind of do a little speed run. You guys have the rating list on you guys, right?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of feel, boys, you guys let me know if I should do another thing here that says like question mark, because people that I just don't know. People that we just don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, you could just change D to question mark.
You want to do D to question mark?
Because obviously if people qualled, they're clearly not C, right? Like these people went through the gauntlet to make it in.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, like every team that's on this list like deserves to be there, and they qualled. Like they're a good team. So there's
Let's do that then. I'll put it like that. And all right, let's get it started. Let's try to have unbiased and just be blunt, guys. Everybody here, hey, I'm starting this off. If you're in here and you're one of these teams, don't get fucking butthurt. All right. If anything, prove us wrong. Let's go Braxton. So, Ebatez, talk to us about Braxton's team, man.
Dude, I really like this team. I'm not gonna lie. I think adding Finessin was a huge addition to that team, because I think Trick Empathy is kind of like their almond, their MWIII. Yeah. I think he's the most important player on that team when it comes to LAN. Like if they want to win the tournament, like I hate to put like all this pressure on him, but Trick Empathy really needs to have a good day, because that kid's really good. But like I said, that's like their MWIII, their almond. And I think Braxton's done a really good job of becoming IGL, and I think Finn is like a very, very smart co-IGL if he wants to. So I think that team's pretty solid. Obviously not favorites to win, but I think they're a lot better than people give them credit for.
Yeah, so I think let's base it off this. Joe and JGOD, let me know what you guys think. If we think that they are in contention to win, I think that's an automatic A or S tier.
Yeah, for sure.
What do y'all think? And then if we think that they're probably not, like the chances of them not in contention, we go B or C. That I feel like that's a pretty good, what do y'all think? So I guess we'll go one by one. Ebatez, do you think their team is in contention to win?
Contention? No, I think they can win though. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I don't think they're like a top team right now contending, but they're not a favorite, but they can win the tournament. Like I truly believe that. But like I said, it comes down to how good of a day Trick Empathy has. So I'd put them like top of B, bottom of A. Like that's where I'd have them. Okay.
Joe, talk to me.
I would say the same thing. I mean, like I'm kind of seeing it as like teams we would chow in the tournament of like, say you see them or you're currently fighting them. Like, are we just like full setting them? Compared to like, no, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'll probably say probably top of B or so.
B? Yeah, I would say B too. I'm going to say B. JGOD, what you think?
Same.
B?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I think, I mean, with certain things, it's just they have to play out. We got a lot of teams to go through though, huh? 50?
Yeah.
Like
so.
this list is probably going to move around, but
all right, we'll move them around.
I could see them winning the tournament. Like, honestly, I really could, but they're not like favorites.
Okay, so let's go. Who's this? Does anybody know? Who's this profile picture?
Soka? Or I don't know.
Alpine, if you want to help us out.
Skull?
It says Alpine made the list with their profile picture, so some of these people I don't know who the profile.
Some of these profile pictures.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Oh no, man, that's Soka down here.
We can skip them.
All right, I'll put them in question mark then.
Yeah, we gotta find out who they are, Chad. Who's that?
All right, it's fine. We'll skip them. I think I know a couple of these off the top of my head, but not a lot of these guys. I don't. We probably should have done text. Probably would have been better for these.
Yep.
But all right, let's go. We'll just skip them and then we'll do DS. Oh man.
I think you're too biased for this one, but I'm gonna say A, only because they've shown up, but not to like the dominance. You know what I mean? Where people are like, oh shit. Obviously the Vondel tournament, they did well recently, but like in those stage 1 and stage 2, it was never like just dominance that I think an S has to have. Yeah. And there's really only been like 3 teams maybe total that I would put an S based off that alone.
My take on this, like they're arguably 3 of top 5 players in the game. I mean, I'm not going to let one bad tourney like kind of define. I think they're still an S team. That's my opinion. I really don't think one bad tourney is. They're still a very that's an insane team. Like
it is
3 of the top 5 players in my opinion, like on a roster. So I still have them in S, but maybe at the end of S once we get there.
Yo,
That's fair. High
Stink.
A. Back
Me
S.
personally, I would say A, because it seemed like their team chem was still not all there, because we fought them twice, and it just seemed like they were not on like the same page as like they could have been. I would say A, and then there would be probably like 3 teams that I would say should be S.
okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think I don't think we put them at B because they are in contention to win, and I think nobody can really deny that. That if they show up that day, that's I got you, I got you. But again, I don't. At least I don't think I'm biased. I don't think they're an S tier team right now. I mean, if anybody's their hardest critic, it's me. You can ask.
That is true too.
You can ask all of them. I fucking tell them how it is, and I tell them they fucking suck. So again, I think players individually, they're all S tier players, but as a team right now, they're not at that level where they're dominant, and I don't think they deserve an S tier. So I think A for me, and then we'll kind of adjust there as we go. So is that kind of, we all agree on that? I know it's probably S, but
I said top of A, bottom of S. Like I'm good with it either way.
Okay, all right. And now let's do this. So this was Strong. I don't know a lot about them. I think I would put them too strong. They got 8th in what's it called, in the World Series of Warzone qualifiers. Stage 2.
Do you know teammates by chance or no?
It's Strong. Here, I can bring it up over here.
I can pull up Twitter and try and look at the qualified teams.
Yeah. So here, I'll put this back. So here we go. This is Strong, Kubi, and Solitude.
Okay.
Strong, Kubi, and again, they got 8th. But I don't know. I haven't seen them play enough. I like, obviously if they're here, it's because they're nasty, right? It's not anything other than that. But I never heard them like, oh my God, this person's popping off consistently. So I cannot give them a C tier because I don't know if they're bad or not. I would go question mark. That's me.
Yeah,
I'm down for question mark. I'm not too sure on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think going forward, a lot of these guys, I hope they go fucking nuts. I hope like I hope everybody in question mark. I hope you guys don't take this. You guys don't get butthurt about it. I hope you guys see this like, all right, let's show them who the fuck we are. Let's make our our presence known. Who is this? This is like fucking Gorilla's logo. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go through this and people that we for sure know, and then we'll kind of go. That's Il Gui. Again, I don't think we saw a lot of that team. Il Gui. So let's see.
That's a European team.
Is it Europe team? I can't find them. Il Gui, DJ, and Clavson. Again,
Dude,
that one's more unknown to me as well.
Unknown. I think I would go unknown. Do you guys know anything about them?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, we could just do the teams that we
Do know?
do know.
Yeah,
I feel like
and
that
just-
could definitely like speed up the process for sure.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's go. I'm just gonna kind of go through these people that we know, and then if we don't know them, we'll just go question mark. Does anybody know who this is? This
Third one, no.
No.
okay. So
Happy profile. No,
right.
it's crazy.
we'll do that. All right. This C. It's an Asian team, boys. This is Asia's team. Asia team. Again, we don't know. C. I don't know who this is. I'm just gonna do this until we figure out who's who. Is that Echo? Is this Echo's logo? Is this Pentagon? Oh, that's Echo. Okay. I know these guys.
Mhm.
What?
Tomster, Echo, and somebody else.
Yeah, Tomsterdam, Echo, and they just said it right here. Who was it? Yeah, honestly, I think they're a good team. Would I give them winning the tournament? Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know what would you guys classify as like C or B?
I think those guys, I've watched them. I think they play the game the way the game's supposed to be played. Like they're super, super consistent. And Smixy's in their third's bubble, which I know he's very, very good. I'd probably, as of now, probably put him B. I think that team's very, very good. I think they play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they win a game or two on. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they won a game or two. At lane.
Okay. I'll put them. Joe, do you know a lot about them? I watched them play. I know they
really know.
Okay. I haven't seen them enough, but I never saw them at the top of their game. Do I think that they're in Braxton's level? No. I don't think that they're at Braxton's team's level. Would that put them as C? I don't know what we should classify as C.
That
Right?
could be even on the lower, because we're going to do it in order probably. So they'll be towards the end of the B or the start of the C, right?
Yeah.
I think as we go too, we'll probably move stuff around. I feel like that's how tier lists always go.
Is this you guys? Ebatez, DJ?
Yeah, DJ, me, DJ Smith.
Okay.
Hey, this is all you guys. I'm not talking. This
All
is all you.
right. My personal opinion. Ebatez, I'll be honest. I don't care that you're here. I'm going to be honest. I think you guys are, and I've said this last podcast. I've said this in the watch parties. You guys are the most underrated team, in my opinion. And you guys are the most consistent. I would genuinely not be surprised if y'all win. Like, and that's because of the way that you guys play the game. You guys play the game the way it should be. If Diaz's team took a page out of your guys' book, they'd be unstoppable. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it $150. So, in my opinion, you guys are definitely not B tier. That's my opinion. Were you guys S tier? Are you guys like almost guaranteed? I personally don't think so. I think you guys are definitely A. Joe, you know.
Same.
Yeah, I have the same. Pretty much basically what you said.
Okay. All right, let's go A. Meeks COD. Who is his team? Let's go here. Meeks COD. Who's his team? You guys know. Sanctified Benno.
This guy was getting a lot. I don't even know. I don't know this Meeks guy besides the fact that he stream sniped the wagers thing back in Caldera. That's all I know.
Yeah. That was the one who had the drama, bro.
Yep.
This is the guy. This is the guy that everybody's saying is
Let's
a
put
cheater.
him C for cheater, bro. C for
Yeah.
cheater.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the team that there's a lot of fucking controversy on. This is the team chat that I want everybody, again, we're not here to accuse anybody. I think you guys should definitely have goggles on these guys going into the World Series and see how they perform, because everybody seems to say that this guy Meeks is cheating and he's
walls or something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put him at
remember that
question mark because
We don't even know if he's actually playing.
On that guy, dude. I have no comment on that guy.
no comment. Oh
That
fuck.
guy's a creature. That guy is a creature.
Oh shit. So he's not a good human being type shit.
People are saying that he doesn't. People don't think he's gonna actually show up to land. Like he's just gonna get his stage 2 money and like not show up.
Wow.
That's just like
That's
what I've heard.
crazy.
That
Because
would
people,
be
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
okay. Well,
Hopefully he shows up and he proves everyone wrong. Like I said, like I don't know, but that's what people are saying.
yeah, I heard this guy. I saw this guy on the TL fucking picking fights and shit with people and shit. Yeah. So
He's
okay.
different.
Who? This looks familiar. This logo.
That's Tactical Brit, I believe.
Brit.
Hey, Tactical Brit, brother. Listen.
That's the GOAT.
All right, we gotta be fucking. Let's keep it $150.
Bottom C.
Tactical Brit. Again, they are the team that
Won the last game.
won the last game for EU, and they were I think like 28th or something like that.
Yep.
Going into it, I love the guys.
Those guys seem like great energy. They all seem like very, very good people. So I'm super, super happy for them. But yeah, not competitors yet. But they have 2 months to get. They have 2 months to get them down. And they said that like they literally signed up like midnight before. So shout out them for going. I think that's sick.
They had
And,
one
they
game of
seem like good
practice, and
Yep.
right now I think they're C. In 2
Yeah,
months.
I would say C as well. Just because, I mean, obviously content creator first, you kind of push away all the competitive stuff. But when you want to lock in, then you shift your mental and they're going to focus up. So they could easily move up and hopefully they get enough reps. But right now I'd say C.
Okay. Now let's take the same energy and go to Desmond's team. What do y'all think for Dez's team? I mean, they finished, I think, 10th overall on the leaderboard in LCQ, which even then, 10th isn't the greatest. Like if we're talking about Last Chance Qualifier, because there's not the greatest teams on there. What do y'all think? I mean, I think, again, they have the potential to be like at, I don't know if I think they're going to win the tournament, but I think they could place well at the tournament. So in my opinion, I think they're probably, as of right now, and even talking to them yesterday, I think they even said they have a lot to work on and things just didn't go as planned. So I would say C.
Top of C is what I was going to
top of C. Yeah.
Top of C.
I think it's very much similar. They did end up winning 2 games yesterday, one that was for everything and one for just winning. So like obviously they're gonna probably have those extra reps in, but like they said, even Crowder kind of like came in as almost as a favor this week to lock in, and then he's gonna lock in and take it serious going forward. So I have no doubt that they'll get it the same. But I would say that they're probably slightly ahead of Tactical Bird's team.
Yeah. Oh, for
Out of
sure.
C.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I think definitely C right now. Again, all these teams can definitely bump up, but as the current of what we've seen right now, that's what we're gonna kind of rank them as. Vondbot's team. Vonbot.
Nofu, and Dongi.
Yeah, Vonbot, Nofu, and Dongi. Okay. You want to Ebatez or Joe? You guys want to give us a little insight on this team?
I would say I would put them personally at the top of B, I would say.
Yeah.
Because they're a very good team. They can slay, and like they've all not like came from like, but like a ton, like they are feared now from a ton of teams because like they are like slayers and they're super, super smart.
Yeah. That guy's a dog.
Yeah.
Like I thought, honestly, like I will say this, I thought Dongi cheated for the longest time. Thankfully, I was wrong. I don't think he cheats anymore. Like he obviously, I think he proved himself and like has done everything he needs to. But that kid's an animal, and he's top fragged. Like he had like 30 something in the first one, and I think he top fragged the second one. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he top fragged the stage 2. I'm pretty sure. And they got seventh.
Something like that. Yeah.
So like that kid's an animal. Like I said, if he keeps going the way he is, and if he top fragged, and if Nofo and Vonbot can kind of meet him up a little bit and start getting some more kills and better placement, like that team's gonna be scary. I'd say top of B for sure.
I would say top B. That's my opinion.
Cool.
Joe?
And they placed, I think they both stages they got 7th. Like super consistent. I think they're very good.
They're right on the cusp of being A tier with all these other guys. That's my opinion. JGOD?
Very good players.
Yeah, I agree. The same thing. Exactly the same thing. Yeah.
I would put top of B. Who's this? This guy looks familiar.
Oh, this is the Italian, the kids, the guys that won EU World Series in Caldera.
Oh, Savvy Ultras.
Blade's team, right?
Yes, Blade,
Don't
Savvy,
these guys. Don't
and Wharton. Nah, these guys are fucking
gross.
nasty. These guys are fucking nasty. I'm gonna go ahead and put them at A tier. I think they are that nasty. Anything less than A tier, in my opinion, is disrespectful.
Vortex and B-Blade, those guys got gunny. That's a team I do not want to fight up close. I do not want to fight. And I think Savvy complements that team really well. He's like a very slow pace. Like he's just like the IGL that kind of just like, oversees everything. That team's super well-rounded. Very well-rounded squad.
What would you guys say, A or S tier?
Oh,
I would say
no way.
I would say A. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
A.
S yet.
Yeah, they came out of the EU, right? No, just playing.
Italian.
I'm just messing.
I'm about to cut a cold up.
Those guys are fucking disgusting, and I can again, anybody in A or S tier, I feel like can win the tournament. I definitely think they have the potential to. So, they again, chat for those of you who don't know who they are, and you guys just watch NA. Those guys are fucking insane. So who is this right here?
Invader, Hunticity, and Sway.
Again, I honestly, me personally, I don't know.
I know
a lot
less about them too.
Yeah, I fight them a lot.
So Invader came from like S&D. He's played LAN back in the day. He used to play Gorgo Knight like on LAN. So he's got LAN experience, and his energy's really good. He's a good guy. He's a very good like leader. I think that team does pretty well. I wouldn't say they're like expected to win at all. So I'd probably put them in like low B, mid B, honestly. But
so are they C tier players, you think, or is that a B tier? Because I don't know. I'll be honest, I haven't heard much about them. What did they get going into the World Series?
They got 6 in stage 2. But I don't know how they did stage 1. But they did qualify for stage 2, I'm pretty sure. So it's like one of those things. Yeah. Did they? I'm not too sure. So it's like, I don't know. It's weird. Also, I think Bird's Eye has a huge effect on the stage 2. Like you never know like how different players will play under different metas or different everything.
Yeah.
So
Sway subbed in stage 2, so they had no practice together.
Okay.
So what do y'all think? I'm not going to really speak on this because I don't know enough.
I think I put him as of right now. I would say behind Echo.
I would go B because if they got 6th, that's like that's not bad.
No,
like, that's not
They
C.
did their thing. Yeah. Like I said, and like I said, Invader has LAN experience. I think they do really, really well.
All right, cool. Let's move on. Jukies.
S
tier.
I don't think that's Juki's team.
It's not even debatable.
It's not debatable. S tier. I think once they come to NA, I don't think they slow down too much. Right? They definitely will probably have a little bit of time adjusting because the competition is very different. But I mean, we'll see how they perform. But I think so far they've shown S tier. This is Nikul's team, right?
Picnic, Wag, and Nikul.
What did they place in this last one?
They got 5th.
5th. Yeah.
I mean, I have them in B.
I would say B too.
They were super inconsistent all the way moving up to stage 2. They had a really, really good day. And like I said earlier, I don't let one bad tournament define, what kind of team you are for Biffle, and I also don't let one good tournament define what kind of team you are. So I think they were super, super inconsistent moving up, and then stage 2 they did really well. So
do you think like if before stage 2 would they have been C tier? and then that B tier top 5 kind of put them at
Probably.
That's sorry, that stage 2 top 5 probably put them at B. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put them there. We'll put them there. Intex Believe. Hey, hold on. Intex Believe and what's it called?
Brolic.
Good ass team, brother.
Because they all have well, I know 2 of them do. Bro, maybe I'm faded for this, bro. I'm putting them at A tier, bro. I gotta be honest. The reason being is Brolic is a demon, bro. I'm a Brolic fan account, but also Brolic was gun shy because he was playing with Mutex. You gotta be a special player to play with. And I'm not throwing shade at Charles. I love Charles. But like, bro, he had Brolic gun shy. If you could lock in and be as a demon, he could play his game and their comms, bro, their comms are elite. They all are slayers. They played smart and they absolutely fried, bro. I say A, but whatever y'all think.
No.
Okay, do you think they could win? You think they could win?
No.
Joe? Because A tier is if you could win. My opinion,
bro. They dropped the 20. I mean, mind you, it was the freaking LCQ.
I'm not gassing LCQs.
I mean, bro, all those guys have insane gunny, bro.
No,
so you're telling me, like, I feel like they could gun a lot of the people that we have right now in A tier.
Dude, so like,
not like a gun them all the time, but I'm saying
I know how good of players they are. Like, I played with Brolic before we had Smith. Brolic was our third. Like, I know how good like those guys are. Like, but one tourney, like I said, like LCQs especially, I'm not putting them in A. They are like, we're giving them just as much respect as the guys that went, World Series champs and then also got first place in the CSG finals. Like,
but they never got a chance though.
Dude,
until now.
It's like new team.
Let's do
no way
this.
I'm putting them in A.
Let's do this. Ebates B. Joe says A. Let Joe, JGOD and I decide. JGOD, what you thinking?
I agree. I think it's a high B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a high B.
I don't think A. Like I hope nobody fucking gets hurt. I love these guys. I don't see them winning the whole tournament. So because I don't see them winning, I can't put them at A or S tier, right? Like, again, any team can surprise us, come on land, right? But I think B tier is where high B, kind of probably right here, is where I would.
I think it's hard. Somebody in the chat said it's kind of like if you're coming out of the LCQ, it's really hard to be A.
No gas for the LCQ. Dang.
No, like I said, I was
eBay switched up, bro.
I was DMing these guys before LCQs and was like, boys, like, you guys got a really good team. Like, do your thing. Like, I was DMing Brolic, like, yo, like, you've been through a bunch of roster swaps, everything. Like, he was with us, then he was with Mutex, like, oh, Jesus. And then he was with Intex, like he's been through the ringer.
Like, tossed around, bro.
But all I'm saying is again, I guess I kind of agree it's tough, but also, bro, people don't understand. Like, you could throw 3 demons on a team, and chemistry matters more than anything, bro. And like, they even from their first tournament playing together, their chems seemed crazy, bro. Their comms weren't crazy. People weren't yelling and freaking out. Their comms were cool, calm, collective. They were piecing, bro. Like, chemistry matters way more than gunning,
They played
bro.
great. They played great. Like I said, those guys played amazing. Obviously, LCQ they got first, but
yeah,
one tourney, especially it being LCQ, I'm not putting them in A.
Okay, but also we couldn't have seen them in stage 1 or 2 because they didn't get invited.
But I'm not going off hypotheticals. I'm going off what we have, like what we know.
I agree. LCQ.
Well, I think Ebates is cooking right now. I don't know.
In the stages, they could have qualled. There was an open. Like,
yeah.
All right, so keep the same hypothetical. If Huskers would have qualled, where y'all would have put him in A?
Huskers, this team with Mutex?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Y'all would have said
it would have been high B. It probably would have been high B.
I probably would have put them at A. I don't think so.
Y'all would have said Huskers land experience in Apex, Mutex land experience all COD.
I don't think I would have put them at A.
I don't know.
It
would have been borderline. I will say it would have been borderline for sure. But that's a whole different team.
Yeah.
It's a whole different team.
You asked me if that team would have won? Probably not. So I would put them B.
All right.
They're B. They're a good team. Like I said, they're a good team.
Okay, so let's move on. All right, listen, I'm going to keep my mouth shut because everybody's going to say I'm biased, but I'm going to let you guys do the talking for Swag's team. I might be biased. I'll give real quick. I'll give my 2 cents, and I'll let you three kind of make the decision for this. For my opinion, Chris is always the most fucking doubted player ever, and that's not because I'm friends with him. I know what Chris can do when he's on his game. My opinion, Chris has 2 modes. Chris is either like fucking Himothy, or he's my man. Sometimes can get a little flustered, right? And I've played with Ev the same way. Ev has 2 switches. Either that man's a fucking bot, or like that man is fucking like. Nobody can touch Evan. When Evan is on his fucking, when he's passionate, I've teamed with him. I've gotten second place with him back-to-back World Series of Warzones, and Ev is him. Like, right? Colors, I haven't played with Colors too much, so I don't really know. But that's my 2 cents. I'm not gonna give my opinion. Joe, JGOD, Ebatez, let me know.
I'll throw a number out only because it did come down to the wire. They almost missed the cut.
Yep.
And it really came down to like the perfect storm of scenarios with the right amount of kills and the right building, getting third partied, and like it came down to the end where I would say that they are in the B category.
I agree.
Maybe before that performance, maybe I would say they were like a C.
Yeah.
But I think that like ability to put up the number when it counted,
Yep.
that says something.
Like that, like
and it's at least a B.
Everything. Yeah.
Look at Joe. Look at Joe. Hold on, Joe.
I don't know, bro. Y'all going crazy. I gotta be. Y'all talk. I don't know. Me personally, I would say either a top of C or a low B because they got in from a Hail Mary game, bro. What from like
that's exactly what I was saying right now.
Like people were just like no way Swag's not gonna qual. Like that's crazy. Like people were literally talking crazy until they got one game. So like I'm saying like the teams that I have. Like they're being consistent through multiple tournaments. Like we're gassing up one game, like of them being a teacher.
Well, that's
so
why I said it was a C until it became a B. So I'm agreeing with you. I think it's on that border there. It's on the slider.
I think they're bottom of B or top of C. I do agree.
So I need y'all three to pick one. So JGOD, I think low B or high C. Which one, JGOD?
I'm gonna say high C.
I see. Joe?
Yeah.
I see.
I see.
Yep.
All right. I see here. All right. Who's this? Let's say Salzy.
No.
Who's this?
Okay,
they're an expansion region. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to perform.
It's going to be tough for us.
Yeah,
going to be tough for us. Unless anybody in chat that knows, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. And then Zund?
Question mark.
Zund question mark as well? Right?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They're probably a C, I'd say. But
This guy's a C. This next one. No,
I'm silent, bro.
Is the Signal 50 going to be there? Like,
is it going to be there? No.
That's crazy.
All right. So Joe's team, I mean, listen, stats are like placements are undeniable. You can't, like, facts are facts. And I think, can I see you guys winning this tournament? Yes, you guys got third, right? Third or second?
They got third. I can see you guys winning the tournament. I think because of that, you're definitely not in B. And then it's just between A or S. They're in A, in my opinion.
I think A.
Fred is literally. You play with that guy, like that guy's the GOAT. That guy is literally one of the best players I've ever watched. Like I learned a lot from him. He's the GOAT. Yeah. I think Limex really complements that team too really well.
And he also has a ton of LAN experience too. He has played true. with Pred on LAN in Australia and was smoking. So
Yep. I think
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a solid A. I don't know what I would say to put it in the S though. Like
what would it take?
Like
you're
what
saying?
in my mind, what are their weaknesses? I don't really see it. So it's like, what's the separation? I don't know. I'm just asking for more for debate in terms
that's
of
actually fair.
Why is it not an S?
Yeah. Like what qualifies you as S, right? Is S like you win? Like you won stage one, stage two finals.
I think we were talking about earlier about like only putting like three or four teams in S, and I don't see Joe. I think they're right outside of that. Like I don't see them in that top.
Like they're the highest possible A can be, right? Like
right.
I feel like we don't have the team chem as like the longer term teams like Juki, Tommy's, the Aiden rated like
Soka.
We don't have the team chem like the teams in S.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm also thinking of the teams I'm gonna put in S, and I'm like, if we're only putting 4 or 5, or 3 or 4, 3 to 5,
very little.
Yeah, they barely.
Also,
make it out
like
of that,
somebody
right?
did say in the chat, like that there is a boogeyman aura around some teams, where it's like, oh shit, that's that team. Nah, I don't know if you guys have that boogeyman aura. Like, do they see JoeWo, Bread, and Limax, and they go, nah.
Can you believe that? The disrespect, man.
No, but I think he would agree in that sense. So we're like, he's ran into teams and it's no big deal. They win even trade, but it's kind of like there are the teams that you just listed where you with the chem, like those when it is, they do have a boogeyman aura to them. Like, no, we should probably avoid them. So maybe that is the difference between an S and an A. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're just up for debate. And I think even Joe and Ebatez team, can you guys agree to this? And I think I can kind of summarize what JGOD was saying is so many teams, both of your guys' teams, they underestimate y'all heavily. And I think that's kind of what JGOD's saying is like people like get a knock on one of y'all and they're like, oh, like let's chow these guys. And then they learn the hard way, right? So I think like that's more of what like, I guess that S tier factor. But at the end of the day, that's just like,
it's great fuel. I feel like like that's something I can definitely speak for probably the like our team and also Ebatez team. It's great fuel when like just seeing all the idiotic comments and like obviously a lot of teams have crazy egos and like oh yeah, like we're gonna fry, like this is gonna be super easy, and then they get slammed and it's just like I feel like we're just calm, chill demons, man. And a lot of teams hate, and that's fine. Y'all gonna be sitting in the section 100, so have fun, bro.
All right, let's move on. We got not too many more. Who's this? Maybe Elo. Okay, no. Is this Elo? I wouldn't know too much about Elo. So
10x Elo and those guys.
You guys, unless you guys have more insight, then I'll let you guys.
I put them in C.
C? Okay.
Yeah, probably right above Dez.
Yes. Okay. All right. Joe, do you know anything about them?
I don't know. No, I don't.
No, I don't either. So I mean, I'm gonna let you. You kind of write that one, Ebatez. Okay. Yeah. Who's this? B? I was gonna say Blade, but
no, I don't know.
Big Pavel. I don't know about Big Pavel.
I think they're Mexico team. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure.
Okay. I think. All right. I'm gonna put that because I don't know. I don't know about them. Who's this? Who's this, guys? I got a nice fit though. Let me see. He's dripped
out. That guy's dripped out.
Yeah, like he's like 6'5" too. What
Ozin? This is Ozin. Ozin. I don't know enough about them.
No. Yeah. Question mark.
Question mark. Okay. Let's go here. Who's this?
There's a jersey on the right side.
Oh, this is Method Sick. Method Sick.
Oh, Heretics, Methods, and those guys?
Yeah.
They're a good team.
They're solid. I actually think they're pretty solid.
So I don't know enough about them. I'll be honest.
I got them like top of C.
Top of C. What did they place this last one? Chat. Sage is saying B. Low B.
They've got a lot of think land experience. I think because we're pros.
Yeah.
Pros or challengers combo. I think maybe for sure pros because Method Sick. I think he was in BO4 competing.
Yeah. Yeah. So like they have a lot of. Yeah. I mean. For that, it's got to be B, I'd say.
B? Yeah, Ebatez. I don't know enough.
I'm good with top of C, low B for me.
JGOD?
I think the same. Top of C, low B.
Yeah.
What y'all thinking? I don't know what to. I don't know where to put them. I don't know enough about them to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys decide. Ebatez, if you had to choose top of C or low B.
If Joe's saying low B, I'm down for low B.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do that. Who is this? I'm fine.
Is that Reader?
Is that Reader? Ooh.
That's Reader.
Okay, Reader, it's Reader, Lovey, and
Authorized.
It's Authorized, right? Yeah. So these guys are all S&D stars, right? That came and they transferred. And a lot of the people, even who was saying it yesterday, that they said that they did not expect them to go this crazy. I think that was Intex said that. And so I don't know. I think they have something to prove still. And I think even in LCQ, I didn't expect them to qualify. So again, I don't want to gas any LCQ teams too much. I think that this would put them at C, in my opinion.
Yeah, I put them right next to Dez, probably.
Yeah, right here. Oops.
Yep.
That's what I was
I'll
thinking.
leave it at that. Ugh. There you go. Okay. All right. Anybody, any objections? JGOD, Joe?
No, we're good.
Nope.
Okay. Who's this? Who's this?
I have no idea.
I'm asking Alpine. I don't know who this one is. All right, bet. All right. Who's this? Who's this?
I don't know who the next one is. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay,
this Teeny. Ooh, Ozzy. Oh, shit. All right, Teeny. I don't know. Okay, I know him as a player.
Challengers kids, right?
Yeah. So to be fair, Teeny used to. He had like a lot of world records back in the day with like OG, like Verdansk. I've known him for a while. they're really good fucking Call of Duty players. Like they actually are. Again, they live in Australia, so they probably don't have the opportunities to compete as much.
Somebody in chat, I know they mentioned this when we were on broadcast, like we were doing the watch parties, is that they had a 90-player qual. That's what. Like, that's their lobby. There was only 30 teams.
Oh, this is Teeny. Oh, they're saying this is Teeny. Lai. Oh, okay.
Oh, the one with the lemon or whatever?
Yeah. This is Lai. I mean, this is Teeny.
With the lemon.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Okay.
What would y'all say? I again, like, I know how good they are as, like, Call of Duty individuals, right? I wouldn't put them at A or obviously S. But I don't know how good they're going to be. Just because due to the fact that like they've never competed at a high level before.
90-person lobby. If that's what they were playing, that's what they're coming into.
That's a completely different game. That's a different game.
That's gonna be a hard adjustment.
There's 60 less players on the map.
It's crazy.
And not like that,
you have so many fights and so many fights where you're not thinking like we're getting third party. Like you have free rotos.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know.
So Limax is here, and he obviously has insight. He said they're all really good, but no practice at all. And because of that, because they have no practice, I'm gonna put them at C.
Probably bottom of C. Like
low C.
I'm gonna go C.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go C. Okay. And this is Zeppa.
I hope they prove us wrong.
This is Zeppa. Who's it? Zeppa. Who's that team? These guys are actually pretty good. It's their ex-pros. Oh wait, no, that was Zeppa back then. Okay, so who's this?
Yeah.
That was Zeppa was with Teeny. So who's this, chat? Luke, the Brazil team. Okay, I don't think we know. So
question.
Yeah, Zeppa is with Teeny. That's my bad, chat. Now Wars is with. They placed
Prodigy and King.
King
AJ.
Yeah.
King AJ. Yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts on this team? Again, they were playing against. They were in EU. Right. And of course they're going to end at the top of EU. And what did they place?
They placed 12th in stage 2. But
they
I
barely
don't think,
made it.
like I said, I think this team's very, very solid. I would put them bottom of it in my opinion.
Bottom A. Okay.
I would right with Dongy's team, honestly. I think Dongy's team probably right in front of Brax, honestly, or bottom of top of B.
I would say B. That's me. I'm going to go B.
I think Dongy's team's better than them, but I do think that team is very, very good.
Well, they placed well in stage 1 too, right? Like
they got.
Yeah.
Because I think they auto-qualified to stage 2.
Yo, I gotta be honest. I'm putting them low A. I think, bro.
Low A.
I'm saying top of B, low A, but I think Dongy's team's better. So it's like one of those things. Like, but that's again my opinion.
I would put me personally.
Bro, Prod is twisted.
No, Prod is very good.
I know. Yeah.
Very, very good.
He's on 2020. We played a lot of customs with Prod, me and Brad, and that guy is a demon, bro.
He's nasty.
Yeah. But if you're going on individuals on teams, that's what I'm saying. I think Dongy's better than Prodigy right now in Warzone 2. So it's like
True.
Hard to say.
I think it's just. I think we all know either bottom A or top of B. And I mean, what do we go? All right, JGOD, let's go. Let's do it again. Top of A. I mean, sorry, bottom of A or top of B.
I think might as well just do bottom and A. I think they both think that, like,
fine.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's cool with me.
All right. Who's this? Who's this? Alpine?
Scripta, Hero Jackal, and
Lil J? Lil J?
Yeah. Dude, that guy Little J has been tweeting at me with his anime Twitter profile picture for years of her like kitty cat. that guy's crazy. I can't lie. Like that guy's been tweeting at me like insane.
No!
But I do the fact that he made it, hey, I will tip my hat. That guy, like, dude, that guy's like a Katy Cap Reaper, bro. That guy is a Katy Cap Reaper, like the Navams or the Detriam tourney Reaper. And the fact that they made it, I tip it. And his teammate Scripta is really, really good vibes. That guy's cool. I feel like this team, like, honestly, like, just made it, like, based off, like, their vibes and, like, probably just being a good team, like, good teammates. And, like,
Cam matters
They
more than
got
Gunny.
15th.
yes, as
They got
far as,
15th.
like, skill, yeah, they, I mean, hey, like, I tip my hat. Like I said, I'm putting them, like, probably with, like, Dez, honestly, though, but
Yeah.
it's like that's a team, if they made it to LCQs, they weren't going to qual, in my opinion. I think they just had a good day and somehow got into 15th. But I think Script is really good vibes. Like, that's super cool. And, I mean, yeah.
Okay,
We'll see
cool.
what they can do online.
I think C as well. I'm going to put them at C. They got 15th, and, it is what it is. JGOD, Joe, any objections?
No, I'm good. I'm just laughing at some of these next profile pictures.
Okay, yeah. Who's this?
I don't know, bro.
Stuwo.
Oh, this team's good. Patzuka, Stuwo, and
Patsuka.
This
Yeah.
team is very, very good.
What-
Very good.
What would you? What would you?
I have him in A. I don't know where in A, but I have him in A. That team
Wait.
is very good.
Wait, they're that good?
They're very, very good.
Oh shit! I mean, Sage is vouching for them as well, saying, "Hey, Joe, do you know about them?"
Not a ton, no.
And JGOD, no. Either?
I don't really know him. No.
Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and
yeah.
I don't know
We
enough
gotta
about them.
trust him. That's why he's here. We're to help.
Yeah,
fill in
but
that
Ebatez
gap.
is here. Yeah, Ebatez is here for that. And if Sage is like immediately Sage said A, like I think I'm gonna go ahead and put them at A.
Yeah.
And,
They're better than Wars' team, in my opinion. I think I'd put them right in between Wars and Savvy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Who is this? Why does this clown? I think.
Clown, yeah, C, probably somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, clown.
If Huskers gets that kill, those guys don't qualify. That's like crazy to think about.
Right. I think I could agree on that. I would go see Joe.
That's fine with me.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think LCQs we definitely have to be a little bit more, careful on where we put them. I definitely don't. I think they're there. Right. I think they're there. Go Clamp. Ooh, they got
I'm rooting for
second.
these guys.
I am too, man. I love these guys. That team's fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah.
That team's fucking nasty. Realistically, do I think that they'll win the whole thing? Let's answer that question. Let's
Go
answer that.
Clamp.
Where did they go?
Clamp, Extra J, and
They came out of Mexico, right?
Yeah, Mexico.
Panda.
They got second in Mexico. Do I think that they'll win? JGOD, do you think they'll win World Series of Warzone?
I don't know enough about them in terms of that. I know that like they were kind of expected to come out of Mexico.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those things. But it's kind of hard to say how they would perform in with the full lobby where everyone is the best players in the world.
Yeah.
I think they're bottom of B.
I would say B. I don't know where I put them in B, but I would say B for sure. Because I cannot say that they're like, I cannot be like, yo, they could win for sure. They're obviously a great team. Remember, guys, we're being super careful because this is the best of the best, right? Like, and we have to be honest.
Anybody on this list, like, you're a good team. Like that, there's no disrespect. Like every team on this list is a very good team.
So I think let's go B. I don't know where, right? I just for not knowing, I say middle, right? Let's go B for that team. Who's this, guys?
No idea.
Let's see, Alpine. I just give them Hard Trevs,
cool,
another
though.
Brazil team. Okay, so we don't know a lot of these teams that we don't know about. We're gonna put them in question mark. Now let's do what's Shucks.
Shucks
Shucks
Norris.
I love this guy. This guy's so handsome, bro.
Dude, he's funny. He tweeted at me. He was like, "Yo, thank you for keeping your VOD up for the scrims." Like after they like dropped a banger of like the game,
shit.
they dropped like a 29 kill win, and he was like, "Yo, thanks for keeping your VODs up or something." I was like, "Wait, what?" It's like, what? You're watching my VODs? Like, I mean, the fact that they dropped 29 and it just shows. I mean, they could fry. I think he had 14 alone. Like that's super impressive.
He's nasty. I would go B. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
B.
I would
for
go
sure.
B primarily. Obviously, they're coming out of the LCQ, but I think prior years they also did pretty well in the World Series of Warzone.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still playing with the same people, but him involved, they placed well. So regardless, I don't know if necessarily they'll take it all the way, but they'll probably place well.
Yeah, Joe, thoughts?
That's fine. I mean, bro, he like slayed out and he had on some crazy drip, bro. So I'm down for that.
He had the rings, the tats,
He had
everything.
that,
Like,
yeah, he was
that
super
guy might
tatted
take my
up.
girl at LAN. I can't lie. Like, he
Yeah, like, I'm not bringing my supermodel for sure. I'm bringing my supermodel.
She's staying in the hotel.
Wait, do we have? We don't have any LCQ teams higher than Swag, right? I think whoever said that, I think you're.
I don't think so.
I'd be faded.
Besides Intex.
Intex.
Oh. Yeah,
Which I do believe that they're better than Swag's team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's rough because technically they're a new team, and I still think this
So it's
team.
tough to see.
Yeah, I still think that this team right here, if you let that trio play out in stage 2 finals, they would get top 15 in my opinion.
Yeah. I think they did all right in stage 2, like too. Like I think they were close
Without-
to qualifying.
yeah,
with
without-
Blast, and then
yeah.
they got Brawlick, and I think it's just a better fit.
They were 17th or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. They were like 17th.
Like they
with
barely
Blast.
missed. So
Right.
Let's go. I think this is one of the teams that we can, in my
S,
opinion, and we
yep.
go S. I don't
No
think there's any
question.
debate.
Yep.
Debates, thoughts?
100%
Yeah?
S.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
Yep. This is
Okay.
Aiden's team, by the way, if people didn't recognize the photo.
Yeah, the Cheddar Bros, S tier, Aiden and them. Who's this? This guy looks familiar.
I'm not too sure.
Relo. I don't
Not
know.
familiar.
I don't know.
I've heard
Brillo.
their names. I don't know where they're
Oh, they
from
did
EU.
really good in EU. Yeah, they did really good in EU. I think they got like, chat, what did they get? Chat, I don't know what, I think
well,
they
if they're on the
got.
second page, then they.
Yeah,
I don't know where they're
I
at.
wouldn't know. I think they did really well. Again, I don't really like to say
One
or
of the, yeah, if we've heard of them just because of one tourney, it's probably C. But,
yeah, I would go
I
C
hate-
because they're LCQ.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go here. I don't really know. So this is Red Rocket's team. I think I think Red Rocket was also LCQ, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they went crazy though. That's a really good team. They did their thing in Caldera. I know who these guys are. They're super good. Morpheus, Rocket, and +1. I'm not too sure.
And
They're consistent. They're super good.
they were LCQ though, right?
Yeah. So I think you can't put them anything higher than B.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I think honestly, I don't think, in my opinion,
They were like, sorry to cut you off. They were like
Yeah.
0.5 points from qualifying in stage 2, and then they came into LCQs and got first. So like they were just there, like just about to qualify in stage 2, and then like turned up in LCQs.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I think they're B for sure. Like probably end of
B?
B.
Yeah, I would
Honestly,
go
yeah.
C. I would go C in my opinion.
Okay.
Just because that's fine. Ebates. So Ebates B, me C. Joe, would you say?
I would say C.
C. And then
Same.
JGOD. C. Okay. I'll put them right here. I don't know. Again, I'm not. These aren't really super accurate as far as like who's better than who. For as far as like in the C category, I just put them there because they are LCQ and they could be B, right? So Soka.
This team's ass.
Listen, I'm gonna
No,
keep it a buck 50.
I'm just playing.
I'm gonna keep it a buck 50, and I what did they place in the stage 1 finals? I mean stage 2 finals. Fourth, right? And
Both times, right? Both?
I believe so.
stage 1 finals and then stage 2 finals as well. Hey,
That team's S tiered in my opinion, no doubt.
I think individually, S tier.
We're talking about the Caldera World Series Warzone champs by like 50. Like that team is. They
By
had one
50.
tourney
Hold
with my
on.
Alpha.
We almost beat them. Hold on.
All right.
We almost beat them. Hold on.
They are them. They are them. No, that team is S, no doubt. That team's S, no doubt. My opinion.
Joe, I feel like you're
I would
struggling.
say there's 3. I think there's only 3 teams that are S.
I agree.
That's it.
And I think there's
I mean,
one other. Yep.
Yeah. And I would say they're at the tippity top, at the peak Mount Everest of A tier, bro.
Yeah,
But,
I don't think
there's
anybody
only
beats them in
3
A tier.
teams that I think have like proved themselves all level Warzone customs, and you got to add Tom, and that's it. I think.
I think you guys are gonna regret that one come land. I think they're.
Yeah, I feel like they are
This
that
team
good
is,
too.
This team is S tier, bro. Like, I'm sorry, this team is S tier.
So they got both
Like-
4th place back to back. I mean,
That's
I,
crazy.
Wait, stage 1 they played with Shifty. Stage 2 they were with MWIII. Like I said, they only had one tourney with MWIII.
yeah.
Like,
I kind of,
they got fourth.
I guess I'm kind of like putting them in the same boat. Like you expect,
Also,
I guess.
MWIII only had like 13 kills, by the way.
Wow.
I would bet that he has more
on his
by
actual
the
setup.
time. Well, like when they get, he's gonna have more than
He literally
13
had to fly
kills.
from Canada. He flew from Canada to like New
Bro.
York, and then like he
Wait.
didn't play the game for a week. No, I'm telling you, like.
Yeah, you know
This
what?
is crazy.
I'm gonna say this.
S tier, no doubt. Like they are S tier, no doubt.
I'm gonna say this. I think the reason why we're hypocritical about Soka's team is because of how good individually they are. We expect them to win everything. Like I'm just to be
Right.
honest, and I think that's why. But I think you guys are
I
right.
think that was like our category for us too.
yeah, yeah.
And they have that boogeyman effect, like you were saying earlier. Like
Yeah,
you pull a bounty
yeah.
on Soka, or you get knocked by Soka, or like blooded by him. You're like, it's Soka, it's Soka, it's Soka. Like, dude, this like.
Yeah, I think let's go. Okay, S. But I think we can all agree bottom of S.
Yeah.
I think
That's fine.
S. And then yeah, let's do S.
And obviously, yeah, there's one team that goes into S as well, but we'll get there.
Who's this?
Tommy.
Is this Tommy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's Tommy.
All right.
No
Number
question.
top.
S.
I think they're the best team right now to beat.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. This is what I think. I think that right there. If I had to, what would you guys
I
put
agree.
S?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think these four. I think
like it.
TBE, Juki's, Aiden, and then Soka's team.
100%.
Okay. All right. And then who's this? This guy's handsome. Who's this? Scored.
I don't know. I'm gonna take a picture of that guy at land though. He seems like
Seems like he's gonna be famous.
I'm not too sure who this is.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with.
Cord. I know this team.
That looks like Unveiled for sure.
It does actually look like Unveiled.
Frenchies.
I know these guys. Once you tell me the names, I'll be like, yeah.
Okay. Where's he at? Cord. Oh, Zach and them. I don't know enough about them. Boys, do you guys know enough about them? I
They
personally
got
don't.
eighth, I believe. I believe they got 8th in EU. Zach's a very, very strong player. Hollow as well is very, very good. I think they're right above Invader in my opinion, or Shucks.
Okay. That is right here.
B.
Yeah, those guys are good. Those guys are very solid.
Okay. And this is this reminds me of somebody. Somebody always has a profile picture. Who's this?
That is Nate Dogg Beast.
Ah.
Yeah,
The Iceman.
Yo,
Yeah.
I think LCQs there. And
No, for sure.
I think we go C, but I definitely think top of
I
C.
agree.
Higher C than some of these teams that. Yeah.
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
I
They
definitely
got to
think.
go like right next to Swag, right?
Yeah, I would say, and that's because, in my opinion, I still think Swag should be B. But like again, if we're gonna put Swag at C, then no, I don't think anybody should be passing them. That's in LCQ. So
I agree.
that's just me. Destroy's team. Okay. This is a weird one, man. In my opinion, like Destroy's team is always hit or miss. They are always like either they're fucking the best in the world, or they're just not performing. And because of that, I'm gonna have to go with B. My opinion.
I would say high B.
Yeah, I'll say B as well. I
Their
never
chem
even
is still
saw
a problem.
clips though, because when we were live watching the watch party or whatever, we were doing the watch party. They're like, yeah, Belk just said F them, and he left, and he was just ranting to his. I never saw clips though. Did that actually
shit.
happen?
That all happened.
Yeah.
Wait, did they
DJ
actually?
literally, dude.
Did they actually argue?
DJ pretty much 1v3'd them, and there was like a full kill. Like DJ was selfing. Because me and DJ watched it because they fought our team, and after Destroy didn't get Clutchpelk's full kill, and DJ selfed, and I was shooting. Dude, let me like start over. Okay, so DJ knocked Z laner full killed. Clutchpelk got the trade, so DJ selfing, and there was only 2 on the UAV, but I was flying in from Gulag. I flew in. Belk got a trade, so technically, in Belk's mind, both are knocked. But I flew in from the Gulag, so I shoot Destroy with a pistol, and Destroy in mine, he knows there's a third. But Belk doesn't know there's a third, so that caused this whole issue because Belk's screaming at Destroy, "Get my full kill!" and Destroy's like, "There's a third." Dude, this whole thing happened. Because me and DJ watched the VOD because it was our team, obviously, but they had a breakdown, absolute breakdown off of like one play. Yeah,
I thought people were
watched the VOD.
trolling.
No,
That
yeah,
actually
I never
happened.
saw a
Like-
clip,
No,
but we were reading in the
no.
chat. They're like, Belk's going off. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
So this all happened because I shot him with a Gulag pistol. Like, and we were like, I mean, obviously me and DJ were like, that's crazy, but I think that team's very good. But I
Yeah,
just think
still
they let,
B.
I think the problem is they
Chem
let,
is so important, and I feel like their
Yeah.
chem is off bad
they
right
let
now.
one
Very
bad
bad.
play. They let one bad play or one miscommunication like ruin their entire vibe and everything. So that's like my biggest worry. But I think come land they'll be fine. They can look each other in the eyes and like get over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those
Yep.
guys are like very like brother mentality. Like yo, like we're brothers. We fight. We argue. Like just get over it. Next map.
I would say I think middle B tier because they could go either route. They could go either way, in my opinion. So yeah, that team, I wouldn't be surprised if they place top 3 either. Like, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if they place like top 20 either. It just depends on
Yeah.
what day they have. Who's this?
Nah, they'll be fine.
I don't know. Graham Cock.
Oh, very good squad. Very good squad.
They did great. Yeah, they placed really well. And I don't know them enough. I cannot say, in my opinion, that they would win the tournament. I mean, remember Ebatez, you think they would win? I think that's what we have to determine.
Yeah.
You think
I
they
think
could
they
win?
will. I think they could, but the hard thing for them is that they're contesting stream, which is where Soka lands. So there might be some inconsistencies there, but you never know. Drops might change. They might change their drop, or Soka might change his drop. But I think they could genuinely win the tournament for sure. Eads is disgusting. That guy is gross.
Okay. Joe, what do you think? A?
Yep.
I think B, JGOD.
I'll say B. I know we would like we'd watch one of the watch parties, but I haven't seen much beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Again, maybe because I've only started watching EU in stage 1, and I don't know anything before this year, right? But in my opinion, I don't know what we do here. We paper scissors rock this bitch or what? I don't know. Like, I don't know. What do y'all think?
I would say A, bro. I think personally, but I don't know.
A. I think A.
All right. Yeah. Sage. What did Sage say? Sage. What did he say? I'm pretty sure A. Okay, let's go A.
All right.
Who's this?
That I am not too sure.
Stukex. Stukex. Who's his team? I don't know
Probably-
enough.
Phew.
Stukex. Where is he at? Am I faded? It was in the first. Benzi. Stukex. Benzi. I faded. Oh, here you go. Boogs, Benzi, and Stukex. Again, I don't know enough about them, so I would put question mark. That's me.
Yeah, I'd say probably C.
Okay, probably C. You know
Yeah, I think
about
they're-
them a good amount.
I know a decent
Really know
amount. I
them.
think I've watched Dukex a little bit. I put him probably right behind Swag.
Okay. Damn. Okay, so they're pretty damn good. Okay. All right. And then who's this? Is this like an actor? This looks like it's from a
He
screenshot of
said
a.
like an actor.
Yeah, I
This
think that's
is-
an actor right there.
This is definitely like a fucking a screenshot of a movie. Who's this, Pops? Again, I don't think I know these guys, so I'm gonna go Amir.
Amir.
Oh,
Just Amir.
that's Mexico, right? They won.
Mexico. Yeah. Oh wait, no. That's no. Amir's the one with his hands over his face.
Oh, now who's this guy?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put them as question mark because I don't know. All right. And then who's this? You said this is Amir.
Yeah, do Amir.
This is the one that won Mexico, right?
Pretty sure yes.
Or third?
I'm pretty sure they either got third or first. I'm not too sure.
Um.
They're a good squad. I mean, probably C somewhere.
So I would say you say C,
Yeah, probably put him like right with Reader.
right with Reader. What do you think, Joe?
I don't really know a ton about him, so
Me neither.
I would say the question mark. Me personally, but I just don't
Yeah.
really
They got-
know a ton about him.
Look, in my opinion, if they got first in Mexico, and we're gonna put Clamp up here at B, I mean, what do you think? I mean, I would say, again, we don't want to just ride it off of one placing, but
We talk about Louis.
no. What's his name? What's his name?
Oh, Amir.
Amir. There you go. I would say I would go here, just because they beat Clamp's team. That's me.
Mhm.
Um,
I definitely disagree. I think they're C.
think they're C. Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, what'd you think?
Steve, that's fine. Yep.
Yep.
Wait,
I
what'd you
don't
say?
know
What'd you
well
guys say?
enough.
B or C? Sorry, I didn't hear. Joe?
C's fine. I'll trust Ebatez on that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know enough about them to say either
Okay.
way.
Okay, I'll put it there. And then this is Louis, right? Louis CM?
Yeah, very good squad, in my opinion.
Um,
Louis, Vap, and
Oh, yeah.
I think with Jama.
All right. Fuck. What would you put?
Louis, Vap,
give
and
it-
Jama. I got him somewhere in B. I'm not
B?
too sure
I would
where,
say
but
B as well.
for sure.
Joe.
But this is also a team, dude. I could really see them doing well. I don't see them winning, but I do see them placing top 5. I could see the top 5 potential for sure. This is a good squad.
Joe.
I would, I mean, from that, they are definitely very, very good. I would say A, to be honest with you.
Hey, holy shit.
They're good. They are good. I'm telling you, Louis.
They're
and-
very good, but like the teams at the top of B, I feel like I would say low A, to be honest.
Yeah, it's hard because I think even when we watch them, it's one of the fewer names that we do recognize on the EU side. So obviously, usually with the name recognition, it's usually they are a much better team.
Okay. All right.
Bro,
So-
Vap and Louis are demons.
Mm-hmm.
They're demons.
Louis is a dog. Louis is a dog.
Like I don't know a ton about their third, but I know that Vap and Louis are both demons.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys want me to put them at A?
I would say low A.
Low A.
Okay, low A. All right. If you guys think they could win the World Series of Warzone, then I'll put them at A. Now FIFA. Shit, man.
Oh wait, then I'm. Oh,
Wait, okay. That's what we're determining A. Do you think that Louis and their team could win the World Series of Warzone?
I don't think so, but I do have them. I think they're like top of B, low A.
Then they
Like,
would
I think they're.
it would
they
have to
could
go
get
low.
top 5. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, oh, they ended in 5th.
Then I would
Yeah.
have to put them. I would have to put them at bottom of top of B then, if that's the case.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
All
with
right.
it. They're a
All
good
right,
squad.
so FIFA. All right. What do y'all think about Thief's team? What did they place this last stage 2 finals?
5th.
5th.
I would say
Hey, I can definitely see them winning. I think that's a valid
I got A.
that's a valid thing. I think JGOD, any objections?
Yep, same.
I think
and
it's the same thing. Like their concern, that team was concerned is WSOW, right? Like as far as like an attitude or whatever. I think if they're on LAN, I think FIFA will look them in the eyes and tell WSOW to like shape up or, you know, like just like stop being weird or like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think I've definitely like WSOW has been done some weird things or said some weird things or I don't know, whatever. Like I think if they're on LAN, like I think he's not going to act like that.
Yeah.
So I think that team does fine. I think their issues that they have online, they're going to be fine.
Okay. All right. Anywhere in particular you guys think I should put them? I would put them in the middle of A. I think
I think in the middle of A
because only because you don't know where they like could place.
The cam,
like,
bro.
The cam
bro.
could be off
Because,
that day,
dude,
and then they're fucked.
They just argue it like from the past couple I've seen like that. Like I feel like the most underrated thing about custom tournaments, bro, is chemistry, bro. Like we say it, but like I feel like people don't understand. Like, dude, that's so important of like vibes of a team because think it's only 6 games. Like there's 2 chalk games, like that's bit like your team's vibes are low. Like then going into the 3rd game, 4th game, like chemistry is so important for a team. And from the past couple times I've seen them play, I feel like their chemistry is way off, bro.
Yeah. I would go middle of A just because it's gonna go either or. They're either gonna place like top 10 if they argue, or they're either gonna place fucking like they might win it if they fucking are on all cylinders. So I'm gonna go middle A, my opinion.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. Okay.
Yep.
And then who's this, guys? Does anybody know? Chat, can y'all leave my boy Alpine alone, bro? We know, guys, trust me, we know he didn't add Smixy. It's not.
This is
leave him alone.
Tony.
Bro. We're gonna add him.
Tony White. I think they're somewhere in deep C.
C, right? C.
Yeah.
Because they LCQ. I don't know where we would put them here. I really wouldn't know. Maybe here.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it is. It's not. It's kind of a toss up. It's a coin flip. But they're definitely like, probably C.
Okay.
Anywhere C is good.
I'm gonna do. I want to do Smixy's team too.
I'm
because
down for that.
Alpine accidentally double uploaded 2 teams. So he didn't add her. So I don't know. We use this as Smixy. We use the little gun as the little gun as Smixy.
Oh yeah. That'll work.
So what would you guys say, Smixy? In my opinion, Smixy's team has been fucking consistent as fuck, and they've stuck together the entire fucking like tournament scene and the entire year. I you know.
One thing I'll add too that a lot of people went underrated is because I know obviously there's a lot of haters just because you know people are lady gamers, but she got the same kills as MWIII in the tourney. Just to put that in perspective. On top of that, that team had the 3rd highest placing on average across both NA and EU with like 11 place average.
Yep.
So in terms of consistency, it's really hard to say anything less than an A.
I've been saying like Attract is like an A tier player. I think Attract has been an A tier player ever since the beginning of Warzone 1 all the way to now. Like that kid is actually very, very, very good and very smart. He'll make any team better. And like we saw, like he hopped on that squad and they just started doing. I mean, they were already like a good team. Like I think Smixy's been doing her thing for the longest time, but they added Alb and it was like that final piece of the puzzle that they needed.
Yep.
I think they're a B, somewhere in the Bs.
I would say
is very good.
In my opinion, yeah. Like okay, if we're gonna talk about A, do we think that team wins the whole World Series of Warzone?
No.
In my opinion,
Maybe
I
not.
don't.
Maybe a high B then.
I would say
B.
at the top
I would say
of B, and I don't care if people think that these guys are all better slayers or that they're better individually. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. What matters is how they're going to perform like on LAN and how consistent they've been. In my opinion, that team has been incredibly consistent. And you can't deny the facts. So in my opinion, I would put them at the top of B. That's my thing. Ebatez, what you think, bro?
Sorry, I was just responding to Big Hoss in your chat. That guy is just going absolutely. I didn't even hear a word you said. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. I would say, in my opinion, because of how consistent these guys have been across the board, I would put Smixy's team at the top of B. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, I said that." I don't care if people think that there's better slayers. These guys have proven that they're literally like the best. Most really consistent is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree with that. I will pitch. I think we do move Von Bot's team to the bottom of it. I think that I could see them winning. Possibly.
You could see them winning.
Because I think Dongi is literally. I'm telling you, Dongi's top fragged both tourneys. I'm pretty sure. Like he literally had 30+ kills in both stage 1 and stage 2. Like that. as long as Nofu and Vonbot, like, you know, kind of like get closer to his kill, or like at least help out a little bit more, like that team could easily win the tournament. Like, I think they're a team that could win the tournament. So I think we put Vonbot in A.
Joe, what do you think?
I feel like if we're gonna start changing out some stuff, so I wouldn't have them at the top of B personally, because if I would be challenging a team, either Smix in them or VAP, I would rather chow probably Smix over a lot of teams that are in B.
Yeah, but then
So
we're talking.
I'll put them lower B personally.
Then we're talking. I feel like then we're talking about like Gunny slash like.
No,
like,
no,
then
no.
we're talking about like
in customs, like them might have the team.
Yeah, I agree with Repullze, because you're saying that just because of like maybe Louis Gunny's better, that doesn't mean that they're the better team.
But like either. But I'm taking their team, to be honest. Okay,
Right,
if
but-
they're
yeah,
the top
but
of B,
we're talking about like overall placings, like where they would land, like with how consistent they are. Like, I get it. I know what you're saying. Like I like that.
Yeah.
What team would you rather chow? Yeah, but for example, like it's like D
But like a better
or,
team, but a better
They're
team.
already
Bro, I gotta be honest.
set up, you know, getting ready for rotation kills, like, you know, shooting you in the back. Like that's like the like it's like.
Okay, look.
I do understand what you're saying.
Let me say this now.
I don't know.
I'm going to say this. I'll make a point here. Right now, let's say Diaz's team or Ebatez's team, right? Like on paper, right? Who would you rather fight? Ebatez or Diaz team? And Ebatez, you know, I say this with no offense, right? But you don't want to chow the three of the fucking, you know, the top slayers of the game, right? But right now, I think Ebatez's team will perform better on land than Diaz's team. Right now, so like now we're gonna use that same fucking, like, you know, the same context with them, right? Like, okay, if Vonbot, I'm not gonna chow them, right? And I get what you're saying, that you would rather chow a Trax team, but like,
But even as a team chemistry and everything, I wouldn't put them the top of B, bro. Like, I feel like there's teams, even chow wise, gunny wise, outside of that, I don't think I would go top of B. Like somewhere else saying
Who
low
are you
A,
talking
bro.
about? Vonbot's team, right? At top of B?
No.
he's saying I should move Smixy down.
Smix, yeah.
Oh,
That's
instead of
who I
top
thought I
of
was
B,
talking
like
about this whole
mid B,
time.
right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're like you're
That's who-
arguing for, right? Debating
This
for.
whole thing, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because there's a lot of teams that are, in my opinion, high B that should be like high B, and they could be even like potentially low A that are in B right now.
So okay, all right. So okay, you want me to put Vaughn at the top? Is that what you're saying? Vaughn, because we're fighting to if Vaughn's going to be considered an AA tier team, right? So Joe, I guess going back to that question, do you think Vonbot's team could win the World Series of Warzone?
I mean, I guess maybe if they all show up, but you could say the same thing for everybody. So
The reason
I
I'm saying
don't-
that though is because Dongy has literally dropped back-to-back 30s. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Like,
would
he
say
has
Donkey's
shown up.
fucking
That's
disgusting.
crazy.
Yeah, Donkey's nasty.
He's gross. Like
So JGOD, what you think? I know it's so hard. It's so hard.
it's like one of those things. Is like if you have the potential, like the hardest thing in
Well,
customs probably
the
is to
thing
get
that
the
put
kills.
me to the obviously I'm more analytic. So looking at that average placement, the probability, if you look at some of the teams where they placed like 40th, and then they had like a 10th place in their average was 25th, they are much less likely, in my opinion, to win the whole thing than the team that was always in it, top 10 every time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's where I see it from, though, because when you're top 10, that means you got consistency. Because if you look at like Swags, there was like 30th was their average.
Mhm.
And they
I
won
see
a
what you
game.
mean. Okay.
Like,
I'm
bro,
not.
the odds of them doing it again is super low.
Yeah.
Like in terms of consistency, just based off the analytic data that we have.
Okay. All right. So let's put it to a vote. Are we doing all right? Ebatez, A or B? I think I already know you said A, right?
Yeah, I got.
You're saying for Vonbot, though. I think you're
Yeah,
talking
Von.
about different team.
Vonbot's
than-
team?
Vaughn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with them being A if they're top slayer. Like obviously the top slaying is very important as well. That's just another analytic point.
Yeah.
Joe.
Like you put up the kills, you're gonna place high.
So we have two A's right now. Two A's right now.
I'll just say A.
Okay. All right. We'll go A. We'll go A. Bottom A. And all right. So this concludes our tier list. Let me. Oh shit! Whoops! Wrong fucking. I did this. Hope it won't fit there. All right. This concludes our tier list, and obviously, guys, you guys can. These are all opinions. Everybody can feel free to disagree or agree with whatever you're saying. At the end of the day, I hope nobody gets butthurt with this, which we know it's probably gonna happen, right? But I think people can say whatever they want, but we literally live and breathe this shit. JGOD and I watch this every fucking day. I mean, I've competed at the highest level. JoeWo and Ebatez are currently competing at the highest level. So it's okay if you guys disagree with this, but and again, a lot of these C and B tiers and even A, I think the only guys that are in order, in my opinion, are like S tier. So don't really.
Beyond that, it gets too difficult.
It gets hard. So hard. It's way too hard.
Yeah. So don't like, as far as like C, B, and A, don't like. It's not in order. So as far as the only thing in order is S tier. So all right, boys. All right, man. I think that concludes our tier list. I think that was a good little good little ranking. And I know people are gonna get hurt, and it is what it is. And I hope a lot of these teams. I mean, how cool would it be if somebody in the C tier came out and fucking placed top 3 or even won?
That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick.
Yeah,
it's very possible.
Yeah. That tier list, like if you like that. Will not be the placement that we see at LAN. Like that, list will literally be shuffled around. So
I would almost bet though, our S tier, one of them, like all of them will be in the top 10.
Yeah. Chat, I think that's pretty safe to say. All of these teams would probably place in the top 10 S tier.
Right.
They're pretty consistent and they're all really fucking nasty. Again, people can say whatever they want as far as who they think is better or whatever. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. So
my only concern with the S tier teams, I will say, is I don't really know much about Vision, so it's like a matter of him just showing out on LAN or not. Like,
yeah,
who knows? That's my only concern with those teams, though. But like I said, they're still S tier team.
Yeah, I think I think the best team in NA is TBE, and I think the best team in EU is Juki's. Is why we have them at the top, and that's because they've been the most consistent. You can also argue that Aiden's team is better than TBE. But those teams both have insane chemistry together. I think TBE just on average they're
on a different. They're in a master class of BR
for chemistry,
Warzone, bro. Yeah. They just get it.
Yeah. So I think this is our final list. I think we've it's pretty good. But yeah, man, guys. To end off the podcast, what do y'all think, man? Going into this, I think let's real quick. I want to do this, and you guys can say yourself if you want. But if we had to choose one team that's going to win the World Series of Warzone, who do y'all think would win it? And I guess JGOD, we'll start with you.
That is super hard because like just picking one is so damn hard because of how much how we even saw a 1v1 at the end. Hopefully it is that close for the top placement. It almost never is. Like what we were able to see with the LCQ in 5th place with Huskers in that 1v1. I want that on LAN for the first place. That would be sick.
Yeah.
Not for 5th or whatever, for first place. But that being said, I feel like I'm going to say Juki's only because he's probably going to have a chip on his shoulder with an extra bit of oomph from what happened at the stage 2.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah.
He's playing in London, so like I might feel a little bit more comfortable too.
Oh, that's going to be so lit to watch. Okay, Ebatez, who are you thinking?
I'm picking TBE just based off LAN experience. Obviously, they just fried out in stage 2, arguably the hardest lobby that we've ever had. So yeah, TBE.
All right, Joe, what are you thinking?
Bro, respectfully, if you ain't saying anybody but your team, you're blasting, bro. Ebatez, you just put, bro. So you just put a second.
That being said,
who's second already, bro?
Who's second then?
TBE, bro. Like if you're putting any other team, bro, except yourself winning, you're going to bed tonight thinking, yo, we're not gonna win, but we'll get second. Though faded, brother, we're smoking them. What are you saying? You're not going to land like, yo, we're winning. Then what are we talking about, bro? What are you saying?
I think he meant that. He's saying subtract this team out of it. I
don't care. We're playing. We're winning. If you're going in there saying we're already losing, we're not going to win, you already lost, brother. Like, what? No, we're winning.
Hey, Joe's getting his body shot on LAN from Ebatez, bro.
Come on, bro.
All right. So I think, in my opinion as well, I think everybody fucking knows this. it's always about team chemistry, and team chemistry is the number one factor, in my opinion, to people winning. And you cannot replicate 3 years of playing together and competing together. So again, TBE is my it's my pick to win. Obviously, I have who I want to win, and that's obviously Diaz and the boys, right? But I think if we're gonna take the biases out and we're gonna choose who do I think would win, probably TBE. I think if I had to, there's no replicating team chemistry and the way they play together. There's just so it is what it is, man. Boys, hey, today was a good day. I'm scared to look on Twitter. We got some drama, bro. I know Swag's Chris gonna call me today, but what the fuck was that list, bro?
Yeah, he's gonna retweet
Chris, it wasn't me, Chris. It wasn't me. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
hey.
Oh, man. But anyways, boys, yo, thank you guys so much for coming on to the podcast today, man. Any last minute things before we go?
That was a juicer.
No?
That was a great podcast. Yeah, appreciate you guys having me. This is my first time here,
Of
so
course.
I really appreciate you guys.
Ebatez, I'm gonna say this right now. I want you on the podcast more. You are a great fucking addition. I like
That'd be great, man.
I like you. I like you on here, man. But boys,
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Guys, so thank you guys for everybody here, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast today. There's a lot of things coming next week. Yeah, the ban wave chat we saw, they banned 15,000 people. I'll be honest. That's great.
Why do you think Joe wasn't streaming? No, I'm just
Oh shit!
Yo.
Yeah, chat. They banned 15,000 people. Again, that's cool and all, but that's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening every 2 months, a month, whatever the case may be. So I don't really. What is there really to talk about? And the whole scumming getting banned, chat. That's cap. You guys got baited. For those of y'all, who believe that, you got baited. Anyways, chat. Well, guys, thank you guys so much, boys. Ebatez, JGOD, Joe. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for coming on the podcast. And chat, everybody on YouTube, on Twitch, whatever you're watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll probably come back next week. We got a big update next week, and a tournament got announced.
Vondel
on Tuesday. Watch party for Vondel on Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday, I believe, or is it Thursday, Friday? There's the ranked tournament thing. Which
8 teams or something like that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, which we'll probably have another podcast going over all that, and we'll go from there, man. But boys, thank you guys so much, man. Hey, everybody in the chat.
As always.
We'll catch you guys later, baby. Peace.
Yes, sir.